Welcome to the Black Sensei Society. We are back at it again. Episode number 9. We did take a little bit of a hiatus last week as the year came to an end, but we have a big 2024 plan for all of you all here today as we plan to do the 2023 Anime Awards. So I hope you guys enjoy, like and subscribe, rate it 5 stars on the podcast, and enjoy. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's going on?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Chilling.
I will be on no camera watch for today, but we here anyway. We got
going through it, Ty. He must be going through it.
We got an interesting award show, and I'll be bringing in. We have some other judges I'll be bringing in a second, but basically how we're gonna do this. There's a lot of categories, so this show's gonna take a little bit, but instead of write your answer and that's the winner, to make it more interesting, we're going to write the answer we think should be eliminated, and it's going to be an elimination style voting system. So that way the last one, when it's the final two, at that point we decide which is better between these two. So as a group, we're going to do voting, and the one who has the most votes gets eliminated, and then we go to the next one. And everyone will have the opportunity, like, if you really want to speak on this anime and why it's getting eliminated or want to give it some praise when we talk about that, then for sure go for it. But we'll do that in a second. To start it off, we already know how we started off. Agenda hour. We got some agendas to kick off. A little change that I want to do for the agenda hour is I want to combine agenda hour, fraud watch together at the beginning of the episode. Those are our two most popular segments. This will be the time to get some of the nastiest things you got to get off. And if you want to recap manga chapters or anime episodes, you could do that as well. But with that said, before we kind of get into everything, we got one of our judges here, Cam. What's good, my guy?
What's good?
He cut off.
What's good?
So off guard.
He set him up, bro.
Yo.
It's all good, bro.
Hey, man. You just got to introduce one of our judges that's going to be helping us for today, but I know someone might have something to say. I think Ty has something to say, so what do you want to kick off with?
Wait, because I know this is gonna turn into a fight. So can I go? Can I do mine first before we all just start jumping each other?
You muted, Ty.
Yeah, go for it, Lonnie.
I think he has. If I want to say before you go, Lonnie, I want to say, Ryder, he's a sneak. He's a very sneaky one. I'll explain this. He's very sneaky.
All right, so I can go first.
I'm a good guy, man.
You know you're sneaky. I know what you did. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think Ty thinks I'm more of a villain than I am.
Go ahead, Lonnie. I'll explain.
All right, because I have two fraud watches. The first one, because we talked about it, I think the last episode or the episode before that, we talked about that Rebel Moon movie and how it's supposed to like be like Zack Snyder's Star Wars competition or whatever shit. That shit was ass. That shit was straight ass. Nah, that was beyond garbage. I don't know what I watched. Like, it's supposed to be like an R-rated, like mature Star Wars themed film. This girl is stabbing people with axes and knives, regular farm axes and knives. There's no blood at all. I'm like, how is this happening? How is this like she's just no blood. The acting, whack. The storyline made no sense. Like, they're like recruiting all these assassins, people to defend their farm village, and there was like almost no context in the storyline. They're like, oh, hey, we need help with our village. Okay. There's like, for instance, there's this one time I go to like this Asian, like, hey, we need help to defend our village. She's like, okay. Like, I see what you guys are saying. And then she fights this random ass spider lady that kidnapped a kid in the middle of the street. Why? No idea. It was just in the movie. It was just like, oh, okay. That's whack. The way that they basically try to like copy Anakin Skywalker, like legend type, it was horrible. And then like his response to a lot of criticism was like, oh, like the actual if I did Snyder cut, it would be like 5-6 hours long. Why the fuck do you need 5-6 hours to tell a damn story? Write a book. Just write the book. Don't make it movies. Write books. The second fraud watch is, I wish Blake was here. He couldn't make it like last minute. Holiday Mitsuri. It was the convention that we went to, and it's trending on TikTok for all the wrong reasons. So if people don't know, it's a decent convention in Orlando, a lot of events, a lot of stuff going on there. But there were a lot of reports. And basically what's happened is that the water jugs were drugged. And so people were fainting, passing out in the middle of the hallways. They tried telling the security, "Hey, we got roofied." Holiday Matsuri, their own staff, didn't do anything. So they had to go to the hotel where the establishment was made, and the hotel had to contact the authorities. And then Holiday Matsuri's statement was, "Oh, we got no reports." I was there. I saw people fainting. Other people we have videos of people fainting, throwing up, and stuff like that. But going to security, but saying that they had 0 reports of any of this when you see multiple people passing out, throwing up, stuff like that. Also, it's kind of weird that like one of the main jugs that people are saying was drugged was by the video game station, which is literally right next to a security guard. Like the security guard is right here, and the water jug is basically right here. But somehow that got roofied, but they have no idea how. So the fact that they took no accountability, multiple people were saying, "Hey, we were drugged, sexually assaulted," things of that nature, and they said, "Oh, we have 0 reports of that," at a convention that held thousands of people. I feel it's whack. They're already getting kicked out of the establishment. They have to go to a different venue. I hope they don't find another venue. And yeah, you can take the floor, Ty.
I don't get that. Even on the best conventions, like there's
stuff
somebody
happens at every
doing something.
convention.
Like
It
why
happens
lie
at every
about that?
convention.
Miles, you want to
That
say
was
something?
wild.
Real quick. I can curse, right?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Let's
I
shut shit
will say
off,
this. I
Bob.
will say this before you curse. Moving forward, if we're like a minute in though, no cursing.
Yeah, that's YouTube law. Yeah.
Oh, you're good now. You're good now.
He's on fraud watch. I'm not gonna get too nasty, but that Jay Garcia Saturn dude is a fucking bomb. He had this Grand Noir entrance where he's popping heads off. If you don't have a certain clearance level, you can't look at the brother. His form looks mad cool. He's dripping with the Black Awakening. He's looking like he's him. He's doing this nigga hasn't done shit since coming on the scene, bro. He hasn't done shit. He's getting bogged by Bonnie with no power behind it. He got stabbed off rip. Luffy done got fed. He about to be back in the fight right under his nose. He's getting fucked by a 2 HP Kuma. Has this dude sweating and shitting all over himself from a dude who just got bodied by Kainu, took injuries climbing up the red line. I simply don't understand. And I trust in Oda. I'm never gonna go against the GOAT. What the fuck is his plan with this dude? Is this dude really gonna get bodied his first appearance? He's looking bad. I don't want to jump to conclusions. He looks bad. He's bad. This is a bad character. He looks like a goof.
Bad character. Crazy. But I hear you. I hear you, man.
Like with every chapter, like with the Kuma backstory, it makes you dislike him because he's been there every step of the way, fucking with this dude's life. This nice, humble dude, this kind soul.
Shout out to my guy Bartholomew.
So on top of being a scumbag, you can't fight either? What are you here for? Joy Boy's right next to you, incapacitated. Kill him. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. I know that's not gonna happen, Ty. But bro, he's just chilling there, letting whatever happen. This dude, Luffy, done had a full course meal. He done had fried chicken, Popeye's biscuit, Baja Blast drink. We gotta do something, bro. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. I think Oda's gonna turn it around. But I pray to God this is not how the Gorosei are gonna look going forward. I think they are gonna be dibbling dabbling in a lot of lives. I think that's gonna be the main thing we're gonna see. But Garcia, for me right now, he's a fucking bum. He's a bum for sure.
I feel that. Before someone else goes, I want to introduce our other judges here. We got a lot of judges. This is a very important show as we do the anime awards. So I wanted to get a good number of judges to, in addition to your captains on the panel. This is my guy here, Jet the Prophet.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, my boy.
Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight?
What's good? Good to
Man,
have
good,
you.
man.
Big
good, it's
show.
good.
Yo, let's get it going. Look, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's get it going.
I feel that. We got to get the most opinions, the best opinions out here. And we also got another guest. Y'all seen her before on Lonnie's Anime and Chills. We got Char.
Hi.
What's up?
That's
How you doing,
What's up?
Char?
What's up?
You're just living life.
I feel that. I don't know where Lonnie went. The dude just dipped out of here. I don't know where you went, of course. But wanted to introduce our guests, special guests, Cam, Char, Jet, as they're gonna have their own opinions for these awards. But with that said, I know Ty wants to get something off. I know he does.
I'm so happy J-Rob's here.
Yeah, Tom, I'm happy to see you too, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, bro.
You're right. Happy New Year. Rydell is very sneaky. See,
I've been told you about this guy.
so what he want? You saw he lumped in your agenda. It was also added fraud. So when I say Bakugo is him, he can then say Alpha was a fraud. That was really his whole thing.
Bakugo is him though. That's the thing.
Listen, I know that. Now, people on the panel don't believe that, but that's why he wanted to lump in the fraud watch thing with this. And it was sad, bro. My agenda is Bakugo is one of them ones. Bakugo is literally him, and not only did he one. Let's talk about the brilliant callbacks in that chapter. The callbacks and motivating Kirishima about how a hero doesn't fall, which is a callback to All Might still standing. And then, like all y'all can't that was not hard, bro. He literally said, "I can't fall because I need an absolute victory." You know, remember the sweep? He said, "Nothing. I need absolute victory." It's like 4 callbacks in that one moment, bro.
I'm just saying his fist held up into the sky. It's iconic. His own rendition.
And then people that conveniently forget a lot of the major plot points in My Hero. All for One was getting weaker before he ran to Bakugo. That's why people want to discount it. How did he lose? Well, Horikoshi told you niggas how he lost. He lost weaker. Now you don't have to like it.
There's no plot holes.
I don't really get where the confusion is coming from. We know he's getting weaker. That's why he lost. Why are we acting confused?
Why are we acting confused?
Hold up, Hydro.
Come on, bro.
Watch. Now that Shiki can take people's quirks, all of a sudden, don't be sitting there and you're watching freaking Bakugo use it. When it happens, J-Rock, I just want my money. That's all I want.
Tag me.
I just want my money when that happens, J-Rock.
Because you know what else got me really tight though too? And this is how you know the disrespect to Bakugo on his platform was outrageous, Lonnie and Random specifically. Because y'all put up propaganda to go against this guy. Propaganda. Like the fact that we had to argue about, like I'm looking back on it, Ty, the fact that we even had to waste our breath arguing with this guy over the fact that Bakugo was getting one for all was absolutely ridiculous. Not only was that ridiculous and that was propaganda,
when he
uses
it,
even made sense to his
don't be gone that week,
Bakugo has always showed he wanted to win with what he was given. Not that it wouldn't have made sense for that to happen. So much so that I also want you to know, Random.
Did it once in the movie.
I feel like you owe Bakugo an apology. I also
they did it once in the movie.
That this young man was the one, and that Horikoshi might like him more. There might be a possibility this is the real best boy of My Hero, and I'm happy you got to witness that. I hope the panels brought tears to your eyes. Because that to me, and I'm willing to stand on my throne about this.
Stand on it.
Bakugo is the #1 rival in anime. #1. I'm conceding the throne. #1. How many rivals is beating second strongest in verse? Tell me.
I mean,
it doesn't happen. I agree.
Absolute victory.
I mean, I think Deku's second strongest in verse. But
the fist up. It's out of the villains.
Out of the villains.
Out of the villains, second strongest.
I like what you said. I do think you should be like Bakugo because Bakugo was
Hydro Sasuke does not clear.
He's a fraud. Bakugo was man up to a product of Deku. So I feel like the panel, y'all should be like Bakugo.
Sasuke is a fraud?
Who's a fraud?
Not even
my fault. That's what Lonnie said. Hold on, my fault, Ty. Do your thing.
I just feel like, you know, if Bakugo was man up to Apologist Deku, maybe you all can be man up to Apologist.
Kai was bad.
What y'all think?
Apologize to Bakugo. I will say I was wrong about Bakugo having all for one. I'll give you that. I'll admit to that.
They was, I mean, y'all were just grasping at straws. Anything to discredit them, and it's okay.
Those eyes were very shaky, though.
Those
okay. Eyes were very shaky. I'll be honest.
See, here's the thing, right? I knew he didn't have it. J-Rob knew he didn't have it because it would make no sense. Y'all were the
made no sense.
You know, it's okay though.
And that would be bad if he had it.
They'll be so against his character though. Like Bakugo receiving a great power. Like I couldn't even see that for his character, bro.
They did it in the movie. That's kind of canon. That's why
the movie's shaky. But I mean, they were right.
They decide certain parts are canon, certain parts aren't. I can't. What am I supposed to do with that?
It's not. They just say they don't use it.
Don't bring it up.
Nah. They did it once. They show them. They show. Hey, it's up there. Watch. When that happens, I'm gonna look at every single one of y'all in the face, and I'll be like, "J-Rock, give my money."
Random. That's not gonna happen.
That ain't happening, bro.
That's worse than my Conquerors hockey takes, bro. That's not gonna happen.
It's it. But I will say this though, Ty is right.
Okay, shut up.
In one thing. Although I didn't plan for this to be like a whole scheme, he is right about one thing. All for one is a fraud. He 100% is a fraud.
I don't think he's a
fraud.
And
we standing on that.
Hold on.
We standing on that right there.
Let's not lie. All for one lost because of plot, just like Gojo. Look, if he really wanted, he would have clapped up Tokiyami's team in an instant. He would have clapped up All Might in an instant, but he wanted to play with him. And he still would have gotten clapped by Bakugo, but let's be real. All right. He only lost against Endeavor and who else? And Bakugo. That was the only competition for
him. Playing with people is part of his personality.
Yeah, that's his character,
and that's what makes you a fraud.
I'll say, don't everybody lose.
Yeah.
If anybody
losing because of that makes you a fraud. I stand by
that. Wait. If anybody loses a fight, they lost to the plot. That's anybody.
Riddell, do you think Kaido's a fraud? That nigga don't dodge. That's his thing.
I think Kaido
because he don't dodge and he lost, he's a fraud.
Kaido is a fraud.
Based on what Jet said, Kaido at least takes every fight seriously.
Don't dodge.
He don't dodge, but at least he takes the full hit in his face seriously.
That's actually hilarious.
Nah, he didn't take that Zoro.
That's a real nigga right there.
That's
like, yo, whatever you got, I'm gonna take this shit and still beat your
ass.
That's dumb as fuck.
Listen, if you drop an all for one and JJK, he's giving Sukuna a run for his money until he gets wiped by domain expansion.
Wait, who
you talking about?
All for one versus Sukuna. He'll give him a run for his money. He'll pop domain.
Sukuna would beat his ass.
Sukuna is
Sukuna needs that domain.
Sukuna gonna crash out on him.
Sukuna beat his ass.
Sukuna probably is
Sukuna crashing out.
He's about to crash
that whole verse.
into a bus.
Sukuna might, bro. Sukuna and Gojo might. Just be honest. Hey, shout out my boy Yuta too. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways,
here you go. Here you go.
Here you go with that fucking propaganda. That's the propaganda we talking about, J-Rock.
No, we stand with Yuta over here. We stand
with
Yuta.
Top rat Yuta. He be sneaking motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He does what he gotta do.
Let the dude that manipulates reality take the hit. That's crazy.
He let my dude tell jokes for 4 weeks to sneak a motherfucker.
Yeah, he stand on business. He handled what he had to handle, bro.
Ty, but I do have one bone to pick with you too, brother.
I do.
Because one thing did come full circle. You remember on the other show that shall not be named because we're on the new things? Do you not remember when I told you that all for one, low-key was on some fraudulent timing from the get? And we got into a big argument about that. And I said, I understand where you coming from, but after seeing the way our boy just did him, come on, bro. He's kind of washed.
No.
He's washed, brother.
He was in a time crunch.
He's washed.
Is he a fraud because he just lost the fight?
That's what
I feel like I never
surgery,
seen him take a dub.
He just had heart surgery.
I don't think he ever really took a dub to me, bro.
Let's not forget that boy got jumped.
That's always been my
pick.
I'm out. First of all, we know
I don't really think he ever took a dub. That was my problem.
We know
Shonen villains are getting jumped.
He's been running through the one for all users for generations. He's been running through them.
He made All Might go back to America.
That point,
Yeah,
that
All Might
he
the
made
first
that
dude to
point.
stand to him. All Might the first dude to stand to him.
All Might, he
All
killed
Might
Might.
lost to him though.
Yeah.
Winning in backstories ain't moving me. I'll be honest. Winning in backstories
because that's the backstory.
What you want to say?
What we were witnessing,
Nah,
like,
moving
it
me.
just
That was crazy, bro.
I got
That's
no
crazy.
like I can't really get behind. Like I can't just
But
get behind.
what about this All Might? So he just didn't he just recently just beat All Might?
You call
Iron Man?
They're both.
Iron Man?
Oh, the Iron Man.
Iron Man?
You just wait.
Iron Man. No court.
Bro, come on. I already knew. We already knew that was
Iron
just
Man.
like
If we keep
that
it
was
in a
fire,
buck, that
bro.
was a Dollar Tree Iron Man.
Let's not even do that.
He's a fraud because
Let's not even do that. That don't really count.
Okay, so he's a fraud because he lost the most powerful quirk of all time.
Say that again?
He's a fraud because he lost to a guy that perfected the most powerful quirk of all time.
What do you mean?
Y'all are saying that he never caught a dub, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
Well,
he
that's what
caught
they are
dubs
saying.
in the past, bro, but it's like
Oh, no.
What have you done for me lately?
thank you. Like I didn't see that. We just know it happened. Like bro,
he beat
like,
a quirkless Iron Man robot. Bro.
Like, bro, beating Iron Man
Beat
is
great
not moving
value
me, bro.
Iron Man.
Okay, cool. So y'all are basing.
And I'm not saying he's a whack character. I just didn't feel like he did enough for me.
Y'all basing his whole fraudulence off the one fight he had in Camino. That's the only fight that happened in the current.
I just feel like he
One
never
fight
felt like a
He
dominant
got
character.
crunched though, time to be fair.
That's the only fight that y'all are counting.
My dude turned into a baby, bro.
He did get
He
crunched.
beat Tokoyami.
How's that turned into a baby?
Tokoyami,
Let's
yeah,
not
I
forget
mean,
that.
But
He lost to a guy that just popped out of heart surgery, Todd.
Then we having a different combo.
Okay, y'all are not counting all the people.
You was shook by earphone jack girl, bro.
Y'all are not counting all the people that he fought in this war. So y'all not for some weird reason. So y'all are only counting the fight against All Might and Camino. That's the only fight y'all could.
I keep trying to tell you that the only reason I'm not digging him as a character and never have is because he's never felt dominant to me in this show personally. Like
He's not meant to.
It's not his.
But why not? Though?
I
Why
don't know.
Because his time has passed.
Isn't his whole thing? Is his grand plan is to take over Shigaraki? Like, isn't that his whole grand plan? Don't he got his own agenda?
Correct, but the overarching plan is that his time has passed and it's Shigaraki's time to ascend.
That's a good point.
Now,
I get what he's trying to say. Like, I get
we're not
what
gonna
he's
get
trying to
into
say.
you because you hold him in a high ass regard.
I'm not mad at that.
I hold him to the regard that he showed throughout the story. All of it, everything is his plan at the end of the day. Shige didn't start locking in until later on to the series.
The same way Deku didn't really start locking in until the end of the series.
Okay,
that's true.
That's the whole point, though.
But All Might showed his dominance. Deku showed it later. We're not talking about.
You know what?
We're talking about
All for One kind of reminds me a bit of Orochimaru, and it's not in terms of like levels or anything like that. I'm just saying like it just popped up in my head. It just popped up in my head.
Bro? You can't just say that. We gotta.
No, it popped up in my head like just now because it's like nigga wants to take over someone's body. Shigaraki, nigga's supposed to be a big bad, but isn't really dominant. And
yeah, that's how I feel about it.
At least Sasuke was the one who took out Orochimaru. My man got taken out by Bakugo.
But nobody could beat him.
That's a dude
on All Might though.
Nah, he's not a fraud. Like he played his role. I just wasn't satisfied in how from him. Like he didn't mess up the story for me, and I don't know. He just
expected more.
The way he talked,
he's different from Orochimaru to me because other than other than All Might and now Bakugo, nobody could beat him. Orochimaru getting crunched by anybody.
I'm a little bit confused on what Riddell said.
He was really fighting everybody in the war. He was walking through everybody. Not only that, it took All Might losing the rest of his power to win the fight.
True.
He had to go into retirement to win.
True.
Are we being serious, bro?
Yeah, Riddell,
he didn't finish the job either.
When it comes to All for One, I think at the end of the day, when it comes to All for One and me, and I already said this before, is that I had more expectation for him, and I don't think he lived up to that at all.
That was making a fraud,
but can I touch on something you said?
I mean, to be fair, he's a secondary villain.
Yeah, I don't.
He's there.
I just see it differently. At that point, I just see it differently. We can go into it more at a different time in terms of
AKA, I just
All for One's role. But Caleb, you were trying to say something?
Oh, because you said you were like Orochimaru died to Sasuke, right? But All for One died to Bakugo. I mean, what's the difference? Aren't they both the deutero-antagonists of their
The
own
difference
story?
is Orochimaru's whole story is connected to Sasuke, and I don't think All for One's entire story is connected to Bakugo. It would be the similar comparison would be All for One losing to Shiggy, which I think would have made a lot of sense.
Didn't they specifically hunt Bakugo to turn him though?
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, didn't they specifically hunt Bakugo to turn him? Isn't that his connection to them?
Yeah, Shiggy did.
Wasn't it at the orders?
That was All for One's plans, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't that at the like you said? Wasn't that at the orders of All for One?
I mean, they're both connected, but in terms of like immediate connection, in terms of the comparison of the two, it's very obvious that what All for One was doing with Shiggy matches more to what Orochimaru was trying to do with Sasuke.
That's a nasty comparison.
It's not just deuteragonist to
some
deuteragonist.
similarities when you guys were talking. I was just like,
We'll hey, don't worry, people in the BSS chat. We'll have a full episode talking about My Hero when it officially ends, because the manga probably won't be here. Next year's probably it's it. JJK too. Next year JJK is it as well.
Okay, end by the summertime.
Or that as well.
JJK going this year, bro.
How many more chapters does My Hero realistically have left?
I don't see a
Not
lot.
a lot left.
A couple months,
maybe
3 months,
15.
almost.
Yeah.
I was gonna say max 20, max 20.
Probably.
Yeah, 15 maybe.
So
That's a big
JJK
record.
and My Hero all ending in the same year. Kind of crazy.
Wait, you think 3 months, Miles? That's like what?
20,
Oh,
like
that's why I said
chapters,
4.
15, 20 chapters.
They're at the last fight.
Four with no breaks would be 16.
like including breaks, that's probably like 12 chapters.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. In an ideal world with no breaks.
I'll go
So
5.
by the end of March,
Six.
My Hero is over.
Hell no, not that soon.
No, I'm thinking like July. Like July, it's probably gonna be over.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen,
My bad. I forgot to account for Golden Week and all that stuff.
True. But that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a long award show. And I already explained the rules earlier, but I'm going to re-explain it for the judges here. Basically, we're going to go elimination style for the kind of everything that we're going to talk about. Depending on how long it takes, we may kind of shorten it. But the idea is they're going to have nominations. I got all the nominations down. And we're going to vote as a collective. We're all each going to have our own vote. If you have a paper and like a notebook or a tablet, that will make things easier. So you can just write what you got to say and then show it to the screen. And then we see your vote. And then after each round, basically that nomination's eliminated and we reach it to the final 2. So that's how everything kind of works. Questions? No questions? Okay, we good. Now we could start off right from rip where the conversation starts. Best anime and go down, or we can start like the less interesting categories and go
up. Let's do it like the award show. Get the least ones out the way. Save the finale.
Yeah, those we can be quicker on probably.
Yeah, because we could probably bang those. Yeah, facts. We could probably get those out quick.
Like the best VX special effects right as the show starts. I'm like, all right, I got some time.
Okay. So I probably will eliminate categories depending on time because there's actually right now there's 15 categories. And I don't want us to take forever, right? So we'll kind of go over the things that are the most interesting here. And we'll start off with this. I eliminated the worst character and worst anime. We don't got to talk about that. We'll start off right from rip. Best anime fight of 2023. Here's your nominations. We got Zoro versus King. We got Sukuna versus Mahagaraga. We got Yuji and Todo versus Mojito. Luffy versus Kaido. Asta versus Conrad. Yamamoto versus Yuha. And those are the nominations.
Damn, everyone's gonna see that my writing is shit.
I thought Yamamoto was last year in 2022.
What if it was? And I'm deleted right now. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was in 2022.
It was at the beginning of the so it was. It's at the beginning.
Okay.
Can you those nominations again for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go only 4 nominations. Asa versus Conrad, you're out of here.
Good.
So Zoro versus King, Sukuna versus Mahagaraga, Yuji and Todo versus Mahito.
Maharaga.
Maharaga.
And then Luffy versus Kaido. I don't know how to.
And so it's elimination style. So we gotta write the one that we want eliminated first.
Yeah,
here.
first one you want to eliminate.
Oh shit.
First
The streets gonna hate me for this one.
Facts.
I can hold my thing up.
Yeah, hold it up when you're ready.
Wait, isn't Luffy versus Kaido like 20 episodes?
You can't even see my John. Hold up. I need a marker.
I'm assuming they mean Gear 5. I'm assuming they mean Gear 5.
But which Gear 5? Because that's another 4 episodes.
That's true.
Oh yeah, so he did the phone thing. That's smart.
Kaido.
There's 2 One Piece fights, Jet. You got to pick one.
Because my notepad wasn't hitting. For sure.
Luffy versus Kaido.
Luffy versus Kaido.
Your background messing you up.
Both One Piece. He wants to get them
They don't
both
want
out of
to
here.
see me win, bro.
Clean your room. That's your problem.
My room is not even dirty, gang. It's just my cats be
Luffy versus
distracting.
Kaido.
To be fair,
Luffy versus Kaido looking like it's getting cooked right now.
That fight was ass. Keep it 100.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I have to admit,
Yeah,
the biggest thing that they did that I hate, bro, is when they did that one scene, that one array of scenes 5 times in a row. That killed me.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. They kept on bouncing
one
Luffy.
more time, bro. I was ready to punch bro.
I can't forgive them for that, bro. I can't forgive them for that. That was
bad,
ass,
bro.
That was ass.
When it got going, it was great, but it took so long to get going.
It got underwhelming. They didn't underwhelmed it.
Okay.
That wasn't messing with the lightning?
It was too much.
That's what I'm saying. When it got going,
yeah, when it got going, yeah, but
it was too much.
It took too long.
Yeah, it's too much.
Remind me of like a Dragon Ball Z episode. That shit was pissing me off.
It did give me very much the Jiren versus Goku vibes for sure. It did give me that vibe.
Oh,
With that said, the last 3 is Zoro versus King, Sukuna versus someone pronounce it for me.
Maharaja.
Whatever.
Stop, J-Rob. Y'all know how to say Deuterogenist. Y'all just don't want to say it. Cam, I don't know what the fuck you said earlier in the episode.
I said
bro. Yo, Cam, say that shit however you want, bro.
It's the southern accent, man.
Detragonist.
So which one do y'all want to eliminate next?
You said Luffy versus King. Oh no, but Zoro
versus King. Sukuna versus y'all got it. And then Yuji and Toto versus Mahito.
Maharaja. That's how you say it.
Nah, it's good. I'm never saying it again.
What's the other one?
I'm tripping. I gotta use my phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Toto, Yuji. Okay.
Make that shit bigger.
It did an autocorrect. I'm not fixing it. You know what I mean?
I gotta say it one more time.
Zoro versus King. Sukuna versus You Feel Me. And then Yuji and Toto versus Mahito.
Sukuna versus You Feel Me. It's crazy.
Zoro versus King.
Oh my god.
Jet, we gotta have a conversation. You don't like One Piece, gang?
I'm saying.
I love One Piece.
I'm saying.
Yo, Jet, we got beef on the first link up.
All right, so Jet said One Piece, so that's 1 vote for Zoro versus King. Caleb, you said Zoro versus King too. No, you did. No, Caleb, you said Yuji and Toto versus Mahito. Yuji and Toto, Zoro versus. Okay, that's 2-2. Char said Zoro versus King. That's 3-2. Miles, you said Yuji and Toto.
Yeah,
that's 3-3. Lonnie,
I said Zoro versus King.
Zoro versus King. Random.
I love that fight though.
I love that fight too, Miles.
You're the tiebreaker, Random.
This is hard, bro. This is actually difficult. That's difficult.
Zoro versus King.
Zoro versus King is eliminated. We're gonna go there. Eliminated, and we're just gonna go vocal because we're just gonna go vocal. So just say out which is your answer, Nick. Moving forward, let's try something
our actual answer.
You feel me?
Sukuna versus You Feel Me.
Yeah. So we voting for the winner now, Riddell. We voting for the
winner.
Yeah. It's the last two.
No more tablets, whatever. L experiment didn't work. Now we're just gonna do it all vocal. But this is the winner. Who do you all think is the best anime fight of 2023? Sukuna versus You Feel Me, or Yuji and Toto versus Mahito?
You Feel Me got it. That's the
I was about to say it has to be You Feel Me.
The fact that was only 30%. When they said that was only 30% of the fight that they wanted to make. Good.
Yeah, they wanted to add a lot more stuff.
we couldn't handle.
The ending of that Yuji and Toto, that Yuji and Mahito fight was powerful though. They really,
Absolutely. They really
like how small Mahito felt at the end of that fight.
Nah, the fact Yuji just walked him down. I'll be honest.
Yeah, for me, it's
Walk him down.
For me, it's Toto and Yuji versus Mahito. That's my winner for the year.
Toto, Yuji versus Mahito is mine. I'm the one that nominated it.
I just felt like I liked the action and I liked the fight of You Feel Me versus Sukuna. I think it did the visuals and the action well, but I think Toto and Yuji versus Mahito, I think just the emotional impact of it was just a lot better. And so I think when I look at that aspect of it, of, you know, Yuji kind of finding his resolve in all of this, I think all the people and characters that, you know, for those people who don't read the manga, it probably was impactful for those anime only people to see a lot of these characters just go out like the way they did in the show. And I think it all led up to how Mahito and Yuji at the end. So I can't lie. I think for all the things I'm looking for, I will go with that fight for the best one of the year.
I do apologize. I forgot one fight that I should have put in there, and that's Tengen versus what's his name?
Gyutaro.
Oh, Gyutaro. That wasn't last
2
year.
years ago.
That was 2022.
Was that last year or this year?
That was last year.
That had to be last year, bro.
That had to be. It was.
This year was
season 3.
Okay.
We had season 3.
This year was the Hatengu stuff. Hatengu.
Yeah, this was
Give me
Swordsmith
the
Village
award
this year.
sheet.
The stupid
Okay,
hot bro.
All right. So, with that said, it's 4 votes for Sukuna versus You Feel Me, 2 votes for Yuji and Toto versus Mahito. Caleb, you could tie it up.
I definitely see where
so
coming
all around, we voted for which one we want, or
Yeah, who's the winner?
Oh, okay. This is the winner, bro.
Sukuna. There you go.
For anyone, because I love villains, and that was like the perfect viewing of like just straight carnage and destruction. Like that was like the first time since I was a kid. I was like, yo, I really want to be that nigga right now. Like he was just. He was just
him hitting the bow. Him hitting the bow was moving.
I'm a little scared of you. He's you see him destroy people. I want to be that nigga. Like, wow.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he's having a blast. I was like, bro, like I don't know, just the pure chaos that he was just like. It was just like you really got to see the personification of Sukuna in that fight.
I'm gonna shoot that blue team.
Bruh, just 1/3 of Shibuya gone. Like, how do you explain that in the morning? Like, how do you just wake up like, oh, 1/3 of Shibuya is just fucking gone? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't.
They thought it was a national.
You good?
No, you good, Jet.
We don't have guidelines.
Like, how do you explain that in the morning? They was like, we got to tell the public about cursed spirits. Like, what? Like,
I think
we don't have any options.
No, a lot of public just thought it was like a national disaster.
Like, just imagine waking up like, yeah, Shibuya gone.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, our best anime fight of 2023 is Sukuna versus You Feel Me.
W
villains.
Raga. Come on.
Shout out Ty for pronunciation. You know what I'm saying?
You
with
can
that
do it.
said,
You just don't want to.
best anime moment of 2023. If any of these moments are not in 2023, feel free to fact check. But here are the moments. Here are the nominations. Gear 5 Luffy, Mikasa and Aaron's moment, Yuji walking down Mahito, Toji's revival, or Ichigo getting his true Bankai.
Well, that was a good one. That was a good one.
So you don't have to write it down. You don't have to write it down. Think about it a little bit, and then I'm going to ask everybody what their options are to eliminate first. All right. Let's go, Joe. Who are you voting for?
Can you say the options again?
Gear 5 Luffy, Mikasa and Aaron's moment, Yuji walking down Mahito, Toji's revival, Ichigo getting his true Bankai.
Go ahead and take out Attack on Titan.
Okay. Char?
Damn.
I'll no swaying anybody's vote. We can talk about it later.
You're right.
Go on.
What was it? What were the options again? My brain just went woof. Second he said Attack on Titan.
You want me to say it again?
Yeah, just the first one. I remember the last 3.
Gear 5 Luffy and
Gear 5 Luffy.
Okay. All right. KM.
I respect it.
AOT.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
2 votes for AOT. Miles.
I'm hating for show. Get AOT out of there.
Yes, sir.
3 votes.
Yes,
for
sir.
AOT. Okay.
I'm hating.
All right.
Miles on time.
I'm gonna have to start voting soon. Okay.
Where's this hate coming from? What did AOT do to you, Bob?
Are you talking when Aaron is confessing to Armin, or when she cut his head off? Which one are y'all talking about?
The Mikasa Aaron moment, at the final moment.
Straight the
between
cabin.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
let her see the okay. Let's get kicked out.
like whichever is the more powerful. I mean, I assume like the cabin in combination with his head is like the same moment. So that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, Lonnie.
Probably the Toji revival.
Okay. Random. And don't play politics. Just vote your heart. We can't cheat now. Don't play politics.
Oh my heart.
Gear 5 Luffy.
Okay. J-Ro.
Where's my man's Miles, man? Get AOT out of there.
Let's go. We hating.
And I love AOT, and I love AOT. But it wasn't the moment of the year. Like, we're going moment of the year, so it just wasn't. I loved it, but it wasn't moment of the year for me.
Ty.
I'm kicking Ichigo's out of here, bro. There's no way y'all think
You're
I'm
a hater.
I'm a hater.
That's retaliation. That's pure retaliation.
You just
That's pure retaliation, bro.
based on hate. You just said that, but I'm
Pure retaliation.
no. Honestly, I wrote it down before. I I even said anything. I literally have it written down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just in case, write it. You don't have to do like show it, but write it down just so we know you're not cheating. Write it down for sure. No playing politics here. We are people of integrity on this platform. But AOT got eliminated. I would have voted Toji revival, but I can't believe AOT got eliminated first. That's crazy to me. That's say to me, but it is what it is. Okay. Well, the last 4 nominations: Gear 5 Luffy, Yuji walking down Mahito, Toji revival, Ichigo getting his true Bankai. Start with J-Ro.
Gear 5 Luffy.
Random.
Gear 5 Luffy.
Lonnie.
Still Toji revival. Like everything that was crazy happened after that. Like him just whooping on grandma wasn't really moving. Everything that happened after that.
He beat the fuck out of my grandma, bro.
Be the old lady. Like that ain't no great ass moment. Like when he was fighting the octopus like Cthulhu, yeah, that was crazy. But like him just beating up on grandma, nah, that wasn't. That flash step though was kind of that flash step was cold. Though.
That was hard.
All right. Miles.
Y'all know I'm the resident One Piece guy. I'm packing my boy Luffy up though, unfortunately.
3 votes for Gear 5 Luffy.
Ain't no resident One Piece guy.
I'm gonna go Toji revival. I'm gonna stick with that.
It wasn't good. It just wasn't.
Ty.
Ichigo, bro.
Ichigo True Bankai. Char.
I'm sticking with the same Gear 5 Luffy.
Gear 5 Luffy. That's 4 votes. Jet.
What's the vote right now?
Nope, no playing politics. You gotta vote your heart. I can't tell you the vote.
No playing politics.
My heart's One Piece. Bye.
Oh, okay.
He just a hater though.
I mean, Cam, your vote doesn't matter, but what's your vote?
know. It was gonna be Ichigo.
Okay, Gear 5 Luffy is eliminated. Okay.
It wasn't good, y'all. Like that reveal wasn't
like
good,
let's talk about it. Like,
it wasn't
let's be
good.
real. It was
good,
underwhelming.
Y'all. It wasn't good.
But Lonnie is cooking. Toji's revival was moving y'all like that.
Like,
Well, no,
it was
I think that.
underwhelming,
Listen,
y'all.
I already know what I'm going. I think they all whacked a lot of these that's left, except the one I'm picking last for sure.
Okay, with that said, the last 3: Yuji, Toji, Ichigo. Let's go. Cam, what you got?
Ichigo.
Jet.
I'm sorry to do it, but Ichigo, even though I think it was 2022.
Was it?
Oh, it was 2022.
It was 2022.
Was
Wait,
that
his true Bankai or Shikai?
First.
Zanbakuto. Which one is it?
wasn't
True
that the last
Bankai, but I don't know when.
No, technically it's a Shinkai. Yeah,
Or
technically
True
it's a Shinkai.
Shikai, yeah. True Zanpakuto.
Yeah, no, that's
2022.
core 1. That's the end of core 1. So,
Yo, not
Oh,
only are we
man.
getting these old moments, but they are somehow making it through the rounds. They are robbing valid moments.
With that said, since Ichigo just got eliminated, you got time for y'all to pick your winner.
I already
What is
got my
the
winner.
best anime moment of 2023? Yuji
best
walking
moment?
down Mahito or Toji's revival?
Toji's revival. I'm sorry.
He just slapped her grandma one time. That was the revival.
No, the crazy thing about Toji's revival is that she said, she told her grandson, "Go kill sorcerers." That made Toji said, "You did say kill sorcerers, and you're sorcerers."
That was like a 10-second interaction. We talk about Yuji walking down Mahito, who just killed Nanami.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just voting Toji just out of spite.
Are we voting for the winners now, or are we still
vote for the winner?
It's Yuji.
It's Yuji.
I got Yuji.
Yeah, it's Yuji.
Man, for like a month, Mahito was like the most hated person in like the anime universe because of what he was doing in the anime. Like I haven't seen people feel like that. People were talking about Mahito the way they talk about Shao Tucker for a little bit. Like they hated him. Hated him.
Okay, well, we got 4 people who voted.
Wait, real quick, Jet, tell me the grandma's name.
Man, Granny.
Half the interaction. Tell me her name.
Her name was Granny.
No, that's not her. I don't know
Bro,
her name.
look on Wiki right now. It says Granny.
Okay, we got 4 people who voted Yuji. Ty, Cam, Char. What are y'all voting?
Yuji.
Yuji.
Okay, well, with that said, the anime moment of 2023 is Yuji walking down Mahito. Shout out Jujutsu Kaisen. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Next, we got Guilty Pleasure Anime of 2023. Here are the nominations.
Naming off the mid.
Buddy Daddies, Farming Life in Another World, Tokyo Revengers, Oshinoko, Tomo-chan is a Girl, Rent a Girlfriend Season 3, Apothecary Diaries.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
God. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I haven't watched like half of them joints, so just this is the random. This is the random category.
I haven't watched.
Yeah, bro. I've seen like most of these.
I'm just saying,
like most of these. So I'm like, fuck.
All I got for you is Tokyo Revenge,
except for the
everything else. I didn't watch none of that.
Okay, well, let's do this. Your top 2.
My category right here. Bro.
Your top 2 out of the options. Everybody's top 2, and then we'll have a final vote.
Bro, I didn't watch none of those.
Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers, gang. Y'all already know how I feel about them gangsters. Those
Tomo-chan just for those people.
Can you name the things again for me? Please?
Okay, so you're gonna name your top 2 out of these, and then we'll vote. But
random death watching all of these.
Guilty Pleasure 2023 anime. Buddy Daddies, Farming Life in Another World, Tokyo Revengers, Oshinoko, Tomo-chan is a Girl, Rent a Girlfriend Season 3, Apothecary Diaries.
Look at the confidence.
Worst part is
the only one that watches Rent a Girlfriend is random.
Yeah, I know he watched all of that, bro.
Yeah, I did. My bad that I like to diversify my anime watching for it.
My bad.
And also,
you're right.
Like, look, man, that was from that was like my first manga, man. I had to support. But
it wasn't bad actually.
J-Rob, we don't want to hear it, but Apothecary, there are a couple on here that are better than Tokyo Revengers.
Apothecary Diaries is going crazy, like in terms of ratings.
Apothecary Diaries is damn near clear.
Probably fire. Just haven't seen it.
I think it's still like right now top 10 on my anime list.
Okay,
fire.
All right, Random. What's your top 2 nominations?
Shit. I'll probably put Apothecary Diaries and Buddy Daddies. I fucking enjoyed Buddy Daddies. It was hilarious.
What is that?
Buddy Daddies too.
So basically, it's these two. These
Buddy
two people,
Daddies is the anime.
But here, this is the thing. These two mafia or yakuza people have to they're both like raising a little girl. Yeah,
they're raising the little girl of the guy they killed.
Yeah. And it's like these two hardened killers, and like it's just like you're watching them become. It's like you're watching two parents raise a child. That's all it is. But it's hilarious how they do it.
You
have to watch it. You have to watch it.
Dying in the show. Do they keep killing niggas?
Yeah, they keep on killing people. 100%.
Okay.
Lonnie,
you thought just because they got a girl, the grind stopped? Nah, they kept it pushing.
Lonnie, what's your 2 nominations?
Apothecary Diaries and Tokyo Revengers.
Miles?
Riddell, I unfortunately cannot give you 2, but I will give you Tokyo Revenge.
This is some
Lock
horse
in.
shit.
J-Rob.
You know what time it is. Give me the thugs.
Tokyo Revengers.
We got
Ty?
like one more season and it gets bad. And we
Probably-
don't want to talk about Tokyo Revengers anymore.
I would say probably Tommy Charles, the girl, and Buddy Daddies probably.
Okay.
I actually tapped into those both of those a little bit. So actually,
I watched Tomachan literally 2 days ago, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see what it was about. Cam.
I'm gonna give you the only. I've only seen 3 of them, but so I'm gonna give you Tokyo Revengers and Oshinoko.
Okay. Jet.
Give me Oshinoko. 500.
Okay. Char.
I haven't seen any of them, so I got no opinion.
You gotta lock in. Ty, what was the other one you
We
said?
love Buddy Daddies.
Buddy
You
Daddies.
said Tommy-chan and what?
No,
Buddy Daddies.
Buddy Daddies.
Okay. So the 2 nominations ended up being
I don't want to hear that from you, Earl. You watch School Days, bro.
That was I watched that bad long time ago.
Nah, bro.
It's a mere
Wow.
like it just
Yeah,
sounds
you
like
gotta
a
give
thing
you to
Buddy
watch it.
Daddies, and that's what's throwing
That
me
shit is
off.
crazy though. That shit is crazy ending.
The
Oh, wow,
2
that-
nominations ended up being Tokyo Revengers, obviously. And I like Buddy Daddies. I think Oshinoko is really good. Apothecary Diaries, I only watched the first 2 episodes, but that's good as well. But I'm gonna say Oshinoko, and those will be the 2 options: Oshinoko and Tokyo Revengers. With that said, we're just gonna ask everybody's winner, and then we'll have the answer for the guilty pleasure anime of 2023. So I know what J-Rob's saying. Tokyo Revengers, he already on timing. Miles on timing for Tokyo Revengers. Random, who you picking?
Oshinoko.
Lonnie? And let me know if you haven't seen. Well, just vote whichever.
No,
you
I
think's
saw
winning.
Oshinoko's the idol one, right? That one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the most popular first episodes of all time. Blah blah blah. I'm still going Tokyo Revengers, but Oshinoko is good until it gets weird in the manga.
I know, right? Fuck.
That doesn't give me good vibes, but all right.
Ty?
Ty?
Out on it now.
Tommy Charles, the girl.
You got to pick between Oshinoko and Tokyo Revengers. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I'll go TR.
Tokyo Revengers. Kim?
I got Tokyo Revengers.
Okay. Tokyo Revengers looking like it's won as the guilty pleasure anime of 2023.
Like we said, it's the freaking thug sports anime. That's basically what it is.
Bunch of teenage thugs. You know what I'm saying?
Mikey hard.
He is hard. Not gonna lie.
Nah, Mikey is hard, bro.
Shout
out to the blue
jacket
over
hard,
man.
man. Lie if you don't think that jacket not hard, man.
I probably can't wear that jacket though in America though.
You will get jumped.
All right,
Did
gentlemen.
did you also make a nomination for best anime studio? Because I want to give Mappa their props for the phenomenal job they're doing.
Them whipping their slaves.
Oh, yeah, they're doing. I love exactly what they're doing up there. I think their methods are effective.
This is why we'll get canceled right here.
I appreciate what they did. So we didn't, we're not gonna make sure we take the credit to those hardworking folks over there at Mappa. I want to make sure they get recognized for the job they're doing. Keep it up.
Okay.
Our ancestors-
No, I don't have that.
Hard work builds character. That's what
Our ancestors are shaking their heads right now.
You only can improve through trials and tribulations. So
thank you, Riddell. Thank you, bro.
that's how you improve. It's how it
Let
works.
them see their kids.
All right, so we're gonna move into a more popular category, and that is best protagonist.
Ooh.
Best protagonist of 2023. I asked for people's nominations, and here are the nominations for 2023. We got Luffy from One Piece, Thorfinn from Vinland Saga, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, Eren from Attack on Titan, and Frieren from Frieren. So
Char,
Fight me,
they did
Tank.
us dirty. Char, they did us dirty not putting Rudius on there like we said.
Rudy is Gray Rat.
No,
How was Aaron there for one damn episode?
Exactly.
I'm
What nominated him?
Yuji not up there?
No, I didn't see anybody nominate Yuji.
Yo,
Well,
Weird.
bro, Yuji should be on there.
Take out Aaron and put on Rudius.
Yeah, take out Aaron Rudius. But
Wait,
first
did
of
you
all,
put
Nah.
they just not
Thorfinn
gonna
on
like
there?
Take
Is
out
Thorfinn
Aaron,
on
put
there?
in
Rudius is
Yuji.
in another category.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Thorfinn's on there.
Is Thorfinn on there? Yeah.
Thorfinn's on
That's
there.
why. That's that. Can we
About to
go? Can we
say.
start voting already?
All right.
Take out
So
Aaron,
this
put in
is
Yuji.
for there's only I'm gonna say this. For best anime and best original and best manga, we'll be doing elimination. For everything else, we'll just do give me your top 3 and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
I guess so. Best protagonist. Here are the categories. Give me your top 3, and then we'll figure out the number 1. Luffy, Thorfinn, Tanjiro, Eren, Frieren. Those are the options.
I'll go Tanjiro, Frieren, and Thorfinn.
All right, Lonnie.
Frieren, Luffy, Thorfinn. I can't give it to Tanjiro for this season. He should have died. I'm sorry. Plot saved his life the whole damn season. He should have been died. Dude's getting sent back like ping pong throughout the whole forest, and he didn't. Whatever.
Lonnie, what was yours again?
Frieren, Luffy, and Thorfinn.
J-Rob.
What are my options again?
Luffy.
Sorry, I'm
Thorfinn.
sweating a bet right now that's really looking like wee right now. I had SGA 35 in a win. I'm feeling Gucci right now. All right, go ahead, Redus. Can you tell me the names again?
Luffy, Thorfinn, Tanjiro, Eren, and Frieren.
Give me Eren, give me Thorfinn, and give me Yuji Itadori.
We voting who we're keeping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, give me Luffy. I mean, give me Thorfinn. Give me Thorfinn. Give me Tanjiro, and actually give me Isagi Yoichi.
I respect it. I respect it. You get to vote in the ether. I respect it. Miles, who you voting?
I gotta pick. Do I have to pick 3, or can I just stick with my 1?
You can pick 2 or 3.
I'm doing Luffy and Tanjiro.
Tanjiro, respect it. Ty.
Luffy and Thorfinn.
Cam.
Luffy, Tanjiro, and Thorfinn.
Jet.
Give me Tanjiro and Luffy. Just those 2.
Okay. And Char.
Thorfinn, Tanjiro, and Frieren.
All right. Well, the overwhelming 3 is Tanjiro, Thorfinn, and Luffy. I obviously would have voted Aaron. You already know where I am with that. But at this point, Tanjiro, Thorfinn, Luffy. Who is the best protagonist of 2023? Just 2023. Remember that. Just 2023. And let me know what your guys' winners are. We'll start with
Luffy.
Cam.
Okay.
Luffy.
Jet.
Give me
Thorfinn.
Tanjiro.
Char.
Frieren.
You have to pick between Luffy, Thorfinn, and
Luffy, Thorfinn.
just one.
No, it's Thorfinn.
You said Thorfinn.
Thorfinn. Okay. Miles.
Luffy.
I'm gonna go with Thorfinn. I'm gonna lie. Shout out the comeback from slavery.
I'm gonna go
Ty?
with Thorfinn.
Thorfinn.
No, you good. We've got 2 Thorfinns from J. Rob and Ty. Random.
Thorfinn.
Another vote. Lonnie.
Thorfinn.
And Thorfinn wins.
Thorfinn had a hell of a year, man.
This was a great year for
Luffy
Thorfinn.
liberated Wano.
Luffy did a lot in one. I'll give him that.
Luffy punched the nigga into a volcano that blew up.
Yeah, after getting knocked out like 5 times. Like,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I want you to know, Miles, I blame all of the decline in the awards for Luffy all on the animation of Gear 5, bro.
But outside of the first 2 episodes, it wasn't bad.
But I think
That's crazy.
I think when something has such a big like anticipation, and I think as underwhelming as it is with the amount of anticipation it had, I just think it kind of set the sales a little bit, not in a bad way. Like it's still the anime still ended well, but I just think in these awards, I think that's playing a factor for me
I
as
agree
at
with you.
least.
I don't got a problem with that.
I'm not mad at it. Best new manga of 2023. I didn't get a lot of nominations, but here are the 4 that I've seen
Blue Lock.
conversations about. Did Blue Lock come out in 2023?
No.
He's
Did
just
it?
talking.
So
I could
here's
have sworn it dropped in 2023, bro.
That came out during the World Cup, bro. It was like 2020 when it came out.
Are you serious?
No, I think it was
Yo.
2022.
I think it was like
The anime?
Yeah, I think it's last year.
the anime came out.
October 8th.
The anime is 2022.
This is manga we're doing or anime?
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
this
said
is best
manga,
new
right?
manga. Best
Yeah.
new manga.
Oh, best new manga. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I actually paid attention to the thing. I stuck on actual track. So
All right, what are the nominations?
Tank, I don't know why you're on my head. I didn't even say anything. Relax on me, buddy. Best new manga of 2023. Y'all just decide which one of you think is the best new manga. We got Dead Rock from Mashima, his 3rd manga. Shout out to Mashima. Chainsaw Man Part 2, Goku Rakugai, or Kagurabachi.
Chainsaw Man Part 2 was this year?
It's not. If it's not, I'll delete it. But I think it was
Nah, leave it.
because it took a decent hiatus until it started again.
Yeah, it was this
But-
year. This is a lot of chapters that come out this year.
Okay.
you read that last chapter, Ty?
I did.
I am 2 chapters behind.
All right. So whenever y'all are ready, tell me y'all best new manga of 2023.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I'd say Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw.
All right, Chainsaw Man Part 2, even though it should have been Goku Rakugai. But
I'm
shout out
voting
Chainsaw Man Part 2.
Kagurabachi.
Oh no,
That jump
Kagurabachi.
fell off so fast, man.
Give me
My fault,
Kagurabachi.
y'all.
You
My fault, y'all.
don't believe that.
Hey, man, he's that whole chest too.
Who said Kagurabachi fell off? Because I'm with you.
How did oh man, y'all are crazy.
I'm on chapter 4. I like
I'm
it so
talking
far.
about no, Todd. The hype fell off for it, bro. Like,
All the high. I mean,
like 4 chapters came out, bro. I never heard of it again.
Because it was a meme.
I don't know. I still see it on my. I still see Chris talking about it.
I do too. It was just a weird situation where it got so much meme hype out of nowhere. And I don't like. I kind of get it, but I also don't get it. I don't know why.
Eventually, I'll get back into it, but it just wasn't moving me. Like the art was cool, but the story was just boring to me. I think I stopped at like chapter 4 or 5. So eventually, I'll give it another shot.
Tank said Chainsaw Man Part 2. Chainsaw Man Part 2. It won. I'm not gonna fact check it. It is what it is. Next we got is best original or new anime of 2023. Just give me your top 2 options. We got Pluto, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Did that come out 2022 or
That was
2023?
not 2023.
Yeah, come on, y'all on me about Blue Lock. Bruh said.
That was like 2021.
Let me double check.
All right,
It won anime
Zom
of the year in
100,
22 last year, I think.
Mashal, Freerin, Blue Eyed Samurai, Oshinoko, or Hell's Paradise.
Ooh.
The winner?
Top 2.
Give me Hell's Paradise and Zom 100.
Give me Free Run and Hell's Paradise.
Give me Zom 100 and Freerin.
Hell's Paradise and Free Run.
Zara 100 and Hell's Paradise.
I was thinking like Free Run still might be able to steal Anime of the Year.
Give
I would
me,
not be surprised. I would not
give
be
me
surprised.
Oshinoko.
Freerin is so good.
Let me
Yeah,
get-
because now
let me
JJK's
get
over,
Free
people are gonna
Run
be
and
like, "What do we
Hell's
watch
Paradise.
now?" And then everyone's just gonna be watching Free Run. Even more people are gonna be watching Free Run. The amount of Free Run cosplays I saw already was crazy. I saw as
It's
many
so
Free Runs
good.
as I did Makimas, and you know them niggas are perverts. So there's hella Makimas.
The question I wanted to ask is, I'm hearing Freerin is getting a lot of high praise from a lot of big people in the industry, like in terms of like Giguk and the bigger anime YouTubers. They're giving Freerin a lot of praise. Like some people are saying it's like it revived fantasy anime for me.
I feel that. I think Free Ren's fantastic.
Fantastic.
I feel like it's one of those resetters where it's kind of unfair because I don't think like the next big fantasy anime is gonna come close to Free Ren. So I feel like in some ways it can hurt that genre because everyone's gonna be like, this ain't Free Ren, this ain't Free Ren, this doesn't hit the same.
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, it gives a formula, not the
Because it's such a complete story without a lot of holes. So it's kind of
it gives it strays away from that simplistic isekai formula where oh yeah, the guy's just a super OP character. He goes in his journey and kills the Demon King with his OP powers. Like, it's a completely refreshing story on how they kind of go about everything. But Miles,
I got Pluto and Raymond.
Pluto should definitely get its love though. Pluto's great.
Pluto's fantastic.
Oh my god!
Everybody get theirs. I'm gonna go. I personally will go Free Ren, and from what I've seen, I'll probably go Oshinoko. I'll be honest, Free Ren or Oshinoko. Hell's Paradise. I didn't see the anime. I read the entire manga. I just it's cool. It's up there too.
Hell's Paradise is mid.
I'm mad at that.
Well, I don't.
Ty, did you give yours?
I highly disagree.
All right. With that said, the two options seem to be Zom 100 and Free Ren.
I'm gonna go Free Ren.
Free Ren.
I think it's Free Ren as well.
You know,
did they say when that last episode of Zom 100 was gonna drop though? Did they say it's coming back? They did last episode, or am I tripping?
I don't even know if they gave any announcement regarding it.
Real quick, Riddell. I feel like if Free Ren does win like that Crunchyroll Anime of the Year, it's gonna be like that same thing with the Game Awards with like Baldur's Gate and Spider-Man. How like a lot of like casual gamers like played Spider-Man, but they didn't know what Baldur's Gate was, and so everyone was going crazy. But then they realized what Baldur's Gate was. Like, oh, this game's fucking insane. And so I feel like a lot of anime casuals will be like, how did JJK not win it? How did JJK not win it? What's this anime about? Then they go watch Free Ren, they'll be like, oh shit.
That's why I just think JJK has too much behind it. That's why I think Free Ren's gonna lose. But also to stop, we got $2 super chat from Aaron. Until they drop more ReZero, and I believe we're supposed to get a new season the end of next year, I believe. And we're getting Reincarnated as a Slime this year and ReZero. Woo!
I don't know if I want a third season
of ReZero.
ReZero.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the second season. I heard that they strayed away from it, but it just didn't hit as hard as the first season for me in a lot of ways. I don't know why.
No, I feel that. I mean,
I don't want them to like oversaturate the material, if that makes sense.
Well, it's been a couple years since we saw ReZero.
Yeah, if it just goes even more downhill, then I'm just gonna be like, I don't know.
Well, I will say ReZero is one of the few anime that like I have to watch again because one time I'm just watching the episode, then I have to watch it again to understand the story. So I can understand why, but for me, maybe because I haven't read the source material for ReZero, I like it. And it's not like we're getting a lot at once. And that's the one where like they have 30 minutes and they use every single second that they can. Because I think they understand how crazy the story can get.
I'm cautiously optimistic for it then. Like I don't have high expectations, but I'm hoping for the best.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move on to the next category. And I agree with what you said, Lonnie. I think I personally, from what I've seen, I think Free Ren is better than JJK this year. But I think JJK will win.
Yeah, if it wins, not that it doesn't deserve to win, but I'm saying like it would be like a similar situation with like Spider-Man Baldur's Gate, where like people are like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" And then like, because I think it's still number 1 on my anime list, right? Yeah, like I know it beat Full Metal,
which is a crazy feat that any anime is above FMA Brotherhood right now. Is a crazy,
especially since FMA fans are toxic and like they like to gatekeep and
gatekeep the hell out of it.
Yeah, so
the fact that this time they can't,
because I think it started off in the top 10. It got close to number 1. FMA fans downvoted it. It dropped out like the top 10, and then it just crawled its way back up, and then now it's still at number 1. So
With that said, let's move on to the other categories. And this time moving forward, like I said, we're testing a lot of stuff to see how that best way to do these anime awards. But now we're just choosing the winners. You tell me who your winners are, and then we'll go from there. If there's a debate, then go for it. But best female character 2023, we got Anya from Spy X Family. We got someone named Marin Katagawa. I don't know what anime she's from, but
that's my dress up, darling. That was 2 years ago.
I don't know who said her name, but she was in there. I'm taking her out.
That's 2 years ago. Yeah, she doesn't count.
We got Ruby from Oshinoko, Frieren from Frieren, Mamao from Apothecary Diaries, and Yor from Spy X Family. Who is the best female character of 2023?
I will.
And chat, lay out your vote as well. Go for it.
I pick Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries. I really enjoy her character. That's who I would pick, but I'm pretty sure I'm like alone in that thought.
It's not even a bad selection because I peeped Apothecary Diaries the first 2 episodes, and she has a really appealing personality. And her contrast for the anime is interesting, considering if you don't know what apothecary is, it's someone who dabbles in poison and drugs and medicine. And she was kidnapped and then made into a servant girl, but her knowledge of drugs got her a very interesting position out of nowhere.
It's also set in feudal China.
Exactly. Well, it's also a unique Chinese type lore anime, which we don't have quite as often. But it's a solid selection. Anybody else?
Yor.
I got Yor too.
Give me Yor.
She got a chance to shine this season, so
I'd go. I want to say Frieren, but no, I prefer Yor this year.
No love for May, I see.
Yor over Anya?
I'll go Yor.
No, don't get me wrong. I love Anya. If my child is not exactly like Anya, they might find themselves in a dumpster. But
hey, yo,
what,
sir?
Yo, Lonnie, you be blacking, bro. You be going crazy.
I told you, Lonnie kind of scared me.
Ty, it would be like great character growth and great character development if they like started off like that.
Yeah, Anya has problems herself. You know that, right?
Yeah, but like
if she couldn't read minds, she would actually be dumb. Like she'd mentally be dumb.
To be fair, she's younger than everybody else.
Yeah, I was say 4. Another thing, she is younger than the rest
young.
Of her class.
She's going to a private school a year below she even should be going to school.
Wait, they're supposed to be going at 6. So if she's 4, she's 2 years younger.
Yeah, she's really young.
And she was like, "Oh, spy dad, let me put myself in a terrible situation."
Oh, assassin mom.
It's like, oh, that's cool.
What is she supposed to do? Like she is a little child.
You want her to stay at the orphanage?
No. I would go like, hey, just don't mess with things you're not supposed to mess with. You know?
I'm just trying to figure out.
4-year-old.
Even in the anime you hear, I'm just trying to figure out who that one family that adopted her before Lloyd did is. That's what I'm trying.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give that backstory eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
Anya is cool, but she got her problems. You know, she's endearing.
She's so fucking great though, man.
So great character. I love Anya.
Best kid character in anime history. I said it.
You say that? Say it again.
Best kid character in anime history.
Best kid character of anime history.
Probably.
I don't have a counter to that.
She's so dynamic. She's so dynamic. Like
what's someone gonna say? Kid Gohan.
He was getting his ass beat most of the time. He was being abandoned by his parents.
Oh no, technically Kid Goku. You could say Kid Goku.
Respect Lambo from Reborn.
Right, Lambo, respect him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying like Goku from Dragon Ball. Like that's
Kid Goku. Oh, actually, that's actually very valid.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
With that said, best female character of 2023 by the BSS is Yor Forger. Next is best male character. Our options are Gojo, Zoro, Thorfinn, Rudius, Sukuna. Somebody put Tendo Akira. Is he from the Akira situation? Like, where is he from? Anybody know? Nobody? I'm eliminating him. Nanami. And then Bakugo. Best male character of 2023.
I don't want to burst y'all's bubble, but it's Rudius Gray Rat, and it's not even close. Y'all just haven't seen Mushoku Tensei.
Agreed.
No other male protagonist goes through the amount of character development that he does, and the season's only halfway over.
I don't got
dealing with some shit that I'm telling you, dealing with some shit that you've never seen in anime before, and he's dealing with it.
Sure, you want to go into detail? You want to like dive into that a little bit?
Dealing with that shit.
What? Dealing with ED? That what is that going?
Not just I just meant like the whole like why
Rudius.
you're Rudius.
No, I just thought overall the whole first half of the season, like his whole character development, and he figures his shit out. He's like, okay, well, no one can really help me, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it and try and figure this shit out myself.
And he fails. He
fails repeatedly.
But then when he figures it out, And this is one of those where, like in Isekai, they just skip over these moments that Mushoku Tensei really focuses on. We never truly get that introspection where I was like, well, you watch the character repeatedly fail. No, he just happens to master the spell at the first try. We've seen that so many times. He's always able to do this thing when Rudius, he's going through so much, especially emotionally, especially given the way season 1 ended, because I'm not trying to spoil here, that like, bro, it takes him a while to get over it. And even then, he's still not over it. He's still carrying those scars until the literal last episode of the first part of the season.
Yeah, he's still carrying it. Let's not even lie.
Absolutely.
Because he had a whole breakdown. He's like, you weren't here.
Like y'all know, I swear to God, especially if somebody like J-Rob or Ty, especially with how much you love character writing and character like development, Rudius, I think you would really enjoy his character, especially how he's written. I really think.
And if I'm voting Rudius over Nanami, and I love Nanami, it's serious.
Okay, we got 2 votes for Rudius. Anybody else?
I'm going Thorfinn again.
Thorfinn goes through it, but not
Thorfinn, bro. Like I just think Thorfinn. I'm going.
If Rudius wasn't here, I'd be voting for Thorfinn. Absolutely, but
I think Thorfinn. If we're gonna call him the best protagonist and then go best male character, I mean,
give me the king.
That's consistent. That makes sense.
Nah, because Rudius wasn't in the best protagonist.
I got Sukuna off red. It's just something about coming home from work and just watching a nigga be gangster. It's crazy.
He really is a treacherous. He is really a treacherous dude, bro. Low down.
I gotta rep my tat, bro. I gotta go Sukuna, bro.
2 Sukuna.
Hold on, Lonnie, you want Sukuna? He made you want to be a murderer.
Wait, hold on. Just be very clear. We have 2 Thorfinns, 2 Rudiuses, and 2 Sukunas. Lonnie, me and you haven't voted. The ball's in your court right now, Lonnie.
As much as I want to prop up that role model Sukuna,
hop on that role model Sukuna. Nice.
No, but
Nice is crazy.
It is between, in my head right now, it is between Rudius and Thorfinn. The reason why I think like Ty would or at least appreciate Rudius's character is like similar like how with Random hates Bakugo because of like how he started. It's almost like in terms of personality growth, it's like low-key the opposite of Rudius, because like he was bullied so much that he became like a scum person, and then he gets reincarnated, and then you slowly see this like scum person realize their own fault and their own actions, and then they grow from that. And so like you're like, all right, they started off disgusting and like they're this vile person, which is why some people don't even watch they like turn away from him in the beginning. But then you see like, oh, he's actually like realizing it's like he's regrowing, even though he's an adult in his head, he's regrowing up and he's facing his actions, he's facing his past traumas, and he's overcoming it and he's becoming a better person. But then at the end of season 1, shit hits the fan. And so like you expect, oh, someone that started off in the story as scum, shit hits the fan, he's gonna go right back to there. But instead of doing that, you see him like trying to fight that, and he's trying to claw his way back up to like where he thought he should be, and eventually does like overcome it in his own way. Thorfinn, we all know the shit that he goes through.
So basically, you're saying y'all forgive Rudius, so he's redeemable.
We are not doing this, man. We are not doing this.
I do.
We are not doing this. We are not doing this.
I can't for random time.
Oh my god!
A simple question. So, like the bad stuff he did, you forgive him? You forgive him for it?
I forgive Rudius.
I'm asking random. So, like, when he does the bad things, you forgave him when he made up for it?
W question.
Yes or no? Do you?
No, because I've already told you how I felt about it. This shit's personal to me.
I didn't ask you about what are you talking about?
Because you're trying to get me to forgive Bakugo. Are you trying to get me to forgive Bakugo for some reason? No, I
don't need you to forgive Bakugo. I think you owe him an apology.
Nah, bro. Y'all out here saying
I'm not talking about Bakugo. I'm not talking about Bakugo.
What you talking about then?
Rudius, you said that off. I said, do you forgive him?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I do. But also, I think he's a way better character, and also, it does a little bit different because you see how I feel about Bakugo of what happened to me personally.
King, I'm not saying I forgive him. I just asked a question about Rudy. Do you forgive him or not?
Yes, but it's different. You know why it's different?
I don't know anything. I'm asking you.
Bruh, yeah, it's just a question. It's just a question. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
With that said, Lonnie, who'd you vote for?
You know what? My toxic side just keeps on calling me in the back of my head. I'm going Sukuna.
Oh snap! All that talking and he voted Sukuna anyways.
I'm so scared.
All that chatting for no reason. I would have went Sukuna. Okay, Sukuna won. I'll give a little announcement, but I would have went Gojo. When I look at best male character, I'm just looking like who do I enjoy to see on screen the most? That's Gojo. Gojo's that guy. Gojo's that guy. But Sukuna, based off our votes, BSS has decided the best male character of 2023 is Sukuna. Shout out Sukuna.
And he smoked your homie, Rodell, just letting you know.
My homie's Yuta. He didn't do shit to Yuta.
He smoked him too.
Yuta,
he ain't done shit to him yet.
He smoked.
You don't want that smoke, bro. He's not
gonna be able to sneak Sukuna. He's gonna have to fight head up.
But when Yuta copies Cleave and Slash, that's gonna be a problem.
Wait till Yuta come out with the purple, bro.
We were including I'm not gonna lie. We're including manga. Sukuna's anime manga performance. He put on a damn show this year, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He put on.
I'm glad you said that, Ty. Best antagonist of 2023.
Oh, it's
Here are nominations.
Yeah.
Someone said Abula. I think that's from Pluto, right?
Come on, bro. This
Abula is from Pluto.
Abula from Pluto. Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. Fyodor from Bungo Stray Dogs. Shout out Bungo Stray Dogs.
We're including manga.
Kaido from One Piece.
And I think he said Bungo
from Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes.
Oh, I just started Bungo Stray Dogs 2 days ago.
Random. I mean, not random.
Fire.
Random.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it.
We include a manga too, or just strictly the anime?
Yeah, manga too.
Oh, I got Sukuna down.
Sukuna for sure.
Sukuna.
Yeah, give me Sukuna.
For sure.
I legitimately think if it was strictly anime, do you think Mahito would have won?
Oh yeah,
probably.
If it was just anime,
I think so.
Anime, yeah. But anime is
no, I would have went Kaido. Kaido over Mahito, I'll be honest. Straight anime?
Kaido. Oh no, bro. Kaido not moving me as an antagonist. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's
also you.
Kaido only moved me strength wise. He don't move me no other way.
Yeah.
I see Mahito. Did anybody not want to vote for Sukuna?
I did. I wanted to vote. If we're doing, we said manga too, right?
Yeah.
I got Shigaraki.
Okay. We need to hear a counter argument a little bit before Sukuna just takes this entire thing.
Wait, we saying
not him knowing the level. That's crazy.
If we saying anime and manga too, then I'm actually going Shigaraki.
I got my Naruto, not my.
Oh, okay. We got two Shigarakis. Why? I need to hear some explanation.
I just think I've been rocking with Shigaraki for a while now, bro, and I just think the way he's been putting that pain in, bro, for a minute, like against the whole verse, like why not, bro? I mean, he's having a hell of a run, and I've always liked his character development. So, ultimately, I've been a little biased to Shigaraki. I think we've had this conversation before. I've liked him as a leader of his group. So I'm gonna just take Shigaraki. Plus, I'm trying to counter Sukuna a little bit. You feel me? He's been getting a lot of love. So Shigaraki definitely had a hell of a 2023 as well. So
my only counter to Shigaraki is that they're like most of the year they've been holding this dude back, and it's just been pissing me off.
You got to. He's too strong. His ability is literally decay, bro.
Really do shit.
I would say, I think
his abilities decay, bro. You just touch something and it melts.
Yeah, the problem is he could end the series at any time.
He could end the show, bro. He could end the show. There'd be no show.
I think that Shigaraki at the beginning of the year,
Malevolent Kitchen.
in the manga, they kind of went away from him a little bit. But it's a whole year, like, bro, for not 14 weeks, there was breaks. The Gojo Sukuna battle was like 14 chapters, including breaks. So you could maybe like a good 17 to 20 weeks. He had the anime community. Him and Gojo had an anime community in a chokehold.
No, I feel that.
For 20,
I got that. The way that it was trending, like people that didn't even read manga and stuff like that, they were paying attention to it.
And then how he popped up in the anime, that's just too much, bro. It's just too much.
Cam, what'd you say, Sugar?
And then what he doing?
I would mostly echo what J Rob said. I mess with My Hero a lot. I just think overall, I got the same points as J Rob. I just think overall, Shigaraki is just like a better, like, written antagonist than Sukuna is relative to their series.
Do you think in 2022 though? I mean 2023, man.
This was when
You see, because in 2023 you got the Gojo versus Sukuna, and also Sukuna's doing now the manga plus the anime adaptation of him. No, I think he took that in 2023.
I see that point.
Just
if it's 2023, okay.
Yeah, because Shigaraki,
I can't rock with that.
Like characters like Dabi fight, the Dabi Endeavor, and you get the All for One stuff.
I think Shigaraki probably will have a better 2024 than he will 2023 because I'm expecting. I mean, we all know what we're expecting, so we don't even have to say it. So we'll see what happens with that. But with that said, BSS decided that the best antagonist of 2023 was Sukuna. Shout out Sukuna.
Next year it's gonna be Yuha. I'm drawing that down now. Next year it's gonna be Yuha.
I don't even know if it will, be honest.
It might be.
Bleach gotta go crazy next year. I'm just saying.
Kubo could add more, like, could do a different type of ending, and then that would save Yuha a lot.
We
need a different ending.
We need answers.
I just want to see.
The answers.
Are we gonna get 2 cores this year?
I'm not sure.
I'm just looking forward to Gerard trolling for however many episodes he gets.
Oh, Gerard, bro.
He gets spliffed. It's a miracle.
And he keeps on coming back, bro.
The people have spoken.
I was reading, I was like, yo, is he gonna like until Yuha took the power? Like, bro, can they
just wouldn't die.
Yo, he's a troll.
Would not die.
Bro.
I will say he's lucky that power, Todoroki, you would have had him straight up, no diff. Lucky. Straight up. Shout out Totoro. Not Totoro.
Toshiro?
He's a guy.
Like, dang.
I get names mixed up sometimes. Toshiro.
What?
I don't know.
You with names today, Redo. Like, Jesus.
Nobody
that was close.
Gerard. He would have never died.
Facts. With that said, we got 2 more categories before we wrap up our BSS awards. Best manga and best anime of 2023. Here are the options for best manga. And for this one, for the last 2, we'll do elimination style to spice it up. We got Dawn to Dawn, Vinland Saga, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Berserk, and My Hero Academia.
Is this manga?
Best manga of 2023.
Berserk only dropped like a few chapters, right?
Huh?
Didn't Berserk only drop a few chapters this year?
Yep. 100%. But it dropped. So that's why I put it over there. Someone nominated it too, I believe.
Think about it is, I think the overall things covered in 2023, I would give to One Piece. I was thinking JJK had the greatest stretch in the year, but overall, I'll probably say One Piece.
Give me
was Chainsaw a nomination, by the way?
Chainsaw Man? No, nobody nominated.
No Chojin?
Nope, nobody nominated.
Chojin X?
Chojin X is good. I like
that
it.
That show's good this year.
Chojin X is good.
But best manga of 2023, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, give me Blue Lock though.
Blue Lock.
Low
I
key.
don't care. I'm
No,
jacking
no.
Blue Lock. Y'all
J-Rob
not
got a
reading
point.
that.
Low
That's
key.
gas. Blue Lock
As much as I like,
gas, bro.
as much as I like JJK in One Piece, Blue Lock been going crazy.
There's
Blue
a
Lock been
reason
going
why
so
it sold the
stupid,
most
bro.
this
If you've
year.
been reading Blue Lock, it's going so stupid.
Speak on it,
bro.
Random.
But
There's a
more
reason.
Yeah, there's a,
crazy-
hey,
Mess
there's
with
a
that
reason why
Ubers?
Blue Lock sold the
You mess
most.
with that Ubers?
More
Numbers
crazy
talk.
than
Oh my
One Piece,
God.
though. More crazy than One Piece and JJ.
I just want y'all to
It
know Blue
sold the
Lock to
most,
me right now.
Riddell.
Numbers talk.
Right
They
now, I'm
sold the
telling y'all
most.
right
I don't
now.
care about numbers. I don't
When
care
Blue
about
Lock, when Blue
content.
Lock's 20, I promise
I care
you, Blue
about it.
Lock's
And the content be going
2024 is
crazy.
going to be absolutely remembered. Once Blue Lock does that U20 Blue Lock versus the U20 Japan team, when that gets
They're making a
animated,
movie too.
I'm just letting y'all know Blue Lock really has the opportunity to take
J-Rob,
over the
J-Rob, we
sports
were
anime
having
game.
crazy conversation at the
Like
end
it'll
of
be
that
better than
season.
Haikyuu. I'll put
Yeah.
up there with Hajime no Ippo type. Like it'll be that
Like
good.
we're at the end of that, at the end of the first season, people were having crazy conversations about what Blue Lock could be.
I'm
Blue Lock
fine
is
with
crazy,
that
bro.
gas,
I
but
think it'll be top 15 all time when it's
let's
all
be
said and done.
realistic right
Facts.
now. Jujutsu Kaisen the recent year
Do
had
you read
Gojo
Blue
versus
Lock, Riddell?
Sukuna. I don't even
Do you
gotta say
read Blue
anything
Lock?
else. Gojo versus Sukuna happened last year,
I
and then
just-
One Piece, it had Kuma's backstory. It had Garp versus Aokiji, and I don't
Kid
know
got
where
packed.
it wanna.
Law got packed.
Do you watch Blue Lock,
Law?
Riddell?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
You
I
ever
will
you
seen
had
Blue
the.
Lock?
I
You
already
read
seen
it.
it.
You can read
You
it.
had the
Are you
shake
caught up
Hey,
in Blue Lock?
I'm
you
not
had the
caught up. I'm not caught
flashback.
up.
All right, so
Okay.
then
We
you,
had
got,
the-
you can't do
we
that.
had
Blue
the
Lock
Royal
got some
Knights.
moments right now, bro.
Yeah,
That
Blue Lock
it's
But
going
is it better than
crazy.
JJK or One Piece, J Rob? That's the question.
Hey, Gojo versus Sukuna had the internet in a chokehold for a good,
100%.
I'm
for a
not gonna
good portion.
disrespect. Yeah, I'm gonna give them they do.
And
It's
then
definitely
and
up
then
there.
you
I just want
got
Blue
Really
Lock to
messed
get
with
its
that
love, bro.
Ubers match, bro.
I'm not
J-Rob
mad
I
at
just
messed
think
with
Blue
that
Lock
not,
is not
Ubers.
getting
not
like
only
I just
did
feel like
the
we
fight
not we
have
didn't talk
everyone
about
in a
Blue Lock at
chokehold.
all,
Yeah,
bro.
I agree
Blue
with
Lock
you,
this
Boss.
year as a manga has been going absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely, like
I'm not mad at
consistently
it.
going
Consistently. We
crazy.
didn't talk about it at all,
Consistently.
so I'm just making sure Blue Lock gets his love because we didn't talk about it at all, and it has been one of the best manga to me of the year. Like, did you watch them? Like Cam said, the Ubers match.
It's only getting
crazy.
better. That's a crazy thing.
Like,
It's only getting
like
better.
I don't think y'all understand. I think some of the best character development that nobody's talking about of a protagonist is Isagi Yoichi. Like that is like if you're watching the way he's been broken down as an athlete and he's become who he's become in the show and still getting better, I think it has been phenomenal and it is not being recognized. Like this was a guy with really average physical talent, just a mind for the game. And now his body is like catching up to his mind and his ego is changing, bro. And I think Blue Lock is going to smash 2024. And I think the Blue Lock is real. Has anybody paid attention to the Japanese national team? One of the best teams in the world right now. They going through Project Blue Lock in real life.
But take a step further, J Rob. Blue Lock has maybe like top 5, top 10 in terms of character development because it's not just the main character. Because like the premise of it is like, yo, if you're not good enough, get the fuck off the field. So it's like eat or be eaten world. So everyone's just going all out. Everyone's going 100% nonstop, and they're all evolving at the same time. Like it's not just the main. Everybody is evolving.
Can I piggyback off Lonnie one more thing about Blue Lock? Just because he brought up the character development. Next year, Nagi's episode comes out, and people are going to fall in love with Nagi through his little side shot for Blue Lock. And Nagi right now is having the absolute fall from hell right now in the manga. The genius is plummeting, and I cannot wait to see the redemption arc
too fast.
Yeah, because I will say this: I've never seen a genius character. I've never seen a writer commit to the plummet of a genius character the way it's happening in Blue Lock. Most genius characters have their little one moment of adversity, bro. They are dragging Nagi to the wire to become something better. I think it is going to be great for his character.
Okay, as long as he gets better, and that's what I care about.
It's going to be good,
my
man.
guy. I like Nagi.
You can't be a lazy genius, bro.
Well,
When
he can't
Nagi
be the
leaves, bro,
number
that
one.
lazy
Though. He
genius
can't
is
be the
whack.
number one too either. He can't be the number one. You know, Ren got that spot, J-Rock.
Yeah, wait till this next Cam, I'm telling you, this next match, PSG versus Bastard Munchin. Oh my god.
Bro, we've been talking about I gotta hit you up on some Blue Lock, J-Rob. I gotta hit you up. Bro. We got some predictions, bro.
Real quick though, J-Rob, Cam, and Lonnie. Maybe because I got one of my boys, he just finished Blue Lock, the anime, and he's like, why are people not talking about this as the greatest? He's like, he's seen Haikyuu, he's seen Slam Dunk.
Me too.
And he's like,
Everything.
this is my favorite.
Different. It's like I don't know.
Of any sports anime out there, do you think
I'm
it
gonna
has
tell
a
you
chance?
what to me makes it the best one because Lonnie hit it on the nose. The killed or be killed environment. It is the premise of ego. Like I think that in itself is what makes it so great. This is to me the most real or authentic view of what high level athletics is like. People all have egos. All of this power of friendship in sports, that's cool and all, and it's great for the team. But every athlete knows, shit, from my own personal experience as an athlete, we are some of the most selfish and ego-driven people because that's how you get to greatness. And I think Blue Lock forces these players to either figure that out or get chewed up and spit out. Straight up.
Shout out Blue Lock. I'm like, hey, not mad at it. I definitely I'm gonna lock back in Blue Lock eventually. I just took a little break. It was just one of those things. I just stopped reading because like it's getting a little too hype. Let me stop reading a little bit. That's probably what happened right there. Getting too hype. I need to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? So I'll log back in, especially since the anime doesn't. Well, the anime is interesting here and there. Sometimes they go this weird CGI when you're looking at the players playing soccer, but overall, Blue Lock is fantastic. Shout out to y'all. But as for the best manga of 2023, let me get get everybody's opinion. Is One Piece the answer? Does anybody disagree?
I think it's One Piece.
I got One Piece. Of the year?
Yeah,
they just did the amount of lore and like clarity to a lot of different things that we've been wondering about for like not even 10 years.
Is this your bias
20 years?
you're about to sell me right now?
No, we literally learned so much this year. Like we've never learned this much in any stretch of time that Oda has ever wrote. We saw Vegapunk.
He's cooking.
We saw the Admiral's power level. We got an accurate depiction of that. We saw how they destroy islands and get rid of them and where it's manufactured at.
Joy Boy.
Joy Boy.
We got the tidbits. We got the tidbits of God Valley that we've been waiting for forever.
Facts.
We got what happened to Cobra.
One of the
Facts.
The Vagabond's theory on Devil Fruits about it being a combination of people's dreams. That's huge.
Yeah, that's really
yeah.
crazy.
Was Sanji's body this year, or was that last year? Sanji, like his body transformed.
That was last year.
That was last year.
We got the lore about Vivi being a part of the D clan, and then what happened back in the day with the original.
We got to see the Gorosei do something, bro.
We got silhouettes of all of the Gorosei.
Bro, that was.
We got to see Emu. We got to see Emu actually attack somebody. We got to see Sabo in action.
Sabo back. Shout out Sabo.
We saw him in action. We saw
Captain Kid. I mean, not Captain Kid. Captain Kobe.
Saw two Pirate King candidates fall. Two Pirate King candidates fall. Blackbeard rises again.
Yeah.
There was just too much. We saw Shanks in action.
The Holy Knights. The Holy Knight.
Yeah, well, we got their reveal.
Holy Knight reveal.
And we got their leader.
The one Holy Knight.
We got the Admiral's reveal officially. Well,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Miles. That moved me. That's a fact.
They just covered. He covered too much this year. He was letting us have everything.
You almost take that shit for granted because we've been watching this shit for so long.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Take it for granted, damn near.
We've been waiting for this
information
like
about time.
Years.
Like,
we've been waiting for this information for
That's a good point, Miles. Phenomenal point.
Vegapunk by itself would have moved me. You know how long we've been wondering about who that nigga was?
Facts. I can't wait for
No, it's
goat piece.
It's especially amazing when it's building up to the point and it's delivering. It's absolutely delivering. So, One Piece 2023 manga of the year. Who would have thought? We all knew One Piece is that guy. All right. Last but not least, we got best anime of the year. What is the best overall anime from what we've seen in 2023? We got a lot of nominations here. I want people to give their top 3. We're going to do this again. Top 3, and then we'll have a last-minute debate to figure out the best anime of 2023. So, here are the nominations. We got Attack on Titan, Tokyo Revengers, Bleach, One Piece, Spy X Family, Jujutsu Kaisen, Vinland Saga, Frieren, and Jobless Reincarnation.
What? What? Really? Wow.
So
It's tough.
top 3 choices from everybody here, and
Can you name them
one at a
more time?
time. One at a time too. Say it again. You want me to read? Say it again.
Just one more time for me. My fault.
No, you're good. Attack on Titan, Tokyo Revengers, Bleach, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy X Family, Vinland Saga, Frieren, and Jobless Reincarnation. So we'll start off with Jet. What are your top 3?
I'm having a hard time right now. Can you go through them one more time, please? It's hard.
This is an important decision. You know, I respect it. Attack on Titan, Tokyo Revengers, Bleach, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy X Family, Vinland Saga, Frieren, Jobless Reincarnation.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of options.
This is anime
Yo,
only,
go ahead
right?
and give me Jujutsu Kaisen and Bleach. And if neither one of those wins, I'm drinking bleach tonight.
That's insanity.
You know what's crazy? Like no one, like Demon Slayer wasn't even nominated. You think it would?
Which is crazy.
Do we need it on there?
Do you
No,
think
we
this-
don't. No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't.
Yo, you know what? I think Demon Slayer is getting unfairly taxed because of how bad that arc
Swordsmith
was to the
Village?
manga readers.
Well, we're talking about this year. We're
To
talking
be
about this year.
fair,
I'm saying
to
as
be
an
fair.
anime, it was good, bro. That they
Like,
did
the anime was good.
They
It's just
never
because it
liked
was a
the
down.
art.
Season
arc.
two
It's
was
just 'cause it a down
season
arc.
two was peak.
I think the Demon Slayer criticisms for that last arc are actually ridiculous. Personally.
the anime did good, bro.
Yeah,
No, the
I thought
anime
it
was
fine.
good.
I just hate this. Is like this is my least favorite arc out of all of them.
You know what the
I-
problem
it just-
is? That
there was-
Tengen fight set such a crazy
Yeah, there was
tone
nowhere but
in the
for them to
Rengoku
go but
fight.
down. Because how else would they be able to top that?
I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah,
I
that
can agree.
Tengen fight
good.
to me is the best
Yeah,
fight.
it's just,
of
and
the-
it's also
of the
like a
series.
down arc in the story. Like it's one of those. It's not entertainment
like,
district.
the
and
main two-
obviously, it's not.
His
and
two
it-
best buds weren't even there. Like so, it,
Yeah.
it, it was just tough. It was.
Yeah, I
it was legit tough.
thought it was fine. I enjoyed it.
And it still had its few viral moments there. Anyway,
I feel that.
What the bathtub scene?
I love the love Hashi.
Not
It's my
the
favorite.
dragon head, flame halo.
when he cut down the
supernova.
3 Hatengus, like in that one
I
motion,
trended for a little bit. He violated
Yeah.
those dudes.
My favorite part was when he had to decide whether he was going to save his sister,
Yeah.
protect his sister
That
from the
was
sun,
tough.
or kill that demon. Like, come on, bro. Like, how could you watch that and be? That was
That
one of
scene
my
was
favorite
tough.
parts. Like, come on, man.
That was
Let's be
emotional.
real.
That was a really
Emotional as
Yeah.
hell, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, Tanjiro already dramatic. So his dramatics on top of him when it comes to his sister is like perfect, bro. You be ready to cry.
We're not gonna harp on him for too long, but I do like. I feel like the anime captured him more maturing because I feel like he was a lot quicker to take action in this arc
Yeah.
compared to other arcs. The moment
Yeah.
Nezuko kicked him off, he didn't waver, he didn't hesitate. Let's get to business.
season
You know
one,
what I'm saying?
season one,
Where
Tanjiro
normally
just
he
sitting
got to
there.
think about it. You got to get a little flashback. He was like, "Nah,
He
my
was
sister
decisive.
gone.
Let's get busy.
Done."
Yeah, decisive. That's a great point. Yeah, facts.
All right. Char, what are your 3?
Attack on Titan, Jobless Reincarnation, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right.
Mine is Frieren, Jujutsu Kaisen, Jobless Reincarnation.
Well, slow down, random. Okay, Cam.
One Piece, JJK, and Vinland.
Okay. Miles.
I got the same as Cam. One Piece, JJK, Vinland.
All right, I'm gonna go Frieren. Attack on Titan. You already know.
Me and Tycho.
And
On Titan.
I'm gonna go One Piece, Frieren. No, Attack on Titan, Frieren, and
You was correct.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, you was correct.
You wavering like Tanjiro. Come
They had
on.
no business.
Attack on Titan, Frieren, and it's between JJK and Villain right now. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Villain. I'm gonna go Villain. With that said, Ty.
Attack on Titan, Villain, JJK.
Lonnie.
Frieren, JJK, and Bleach.
Shout out Bleach.
Hard.
Bleach needs
Shout out Bleach.
That Grimmy and Kenpachi fight was going crazy.
On God.
On God.
You talk about trending video, like trending fights and stuff. That Grammy and Kenpachi fight.
Shout out to the legend Kenpachi.
Dude beat Imagination.
Can't wait to catch up.
Damn.
Can't wait to catch up.
Random.
What was this for again?
Top 3 anime.
I'm just playing with you. It's JJK, Frieren, and Jobless Reincarnation. Represent out here, Shar. We got to.
And then chat, if y'all got to vote, feel free to let down your vote in the chat. J-Rob.
For this year, give me Vinland Saga, Bleach, and I'm gonna go One Piece. But fuck JJK.
So we're in a predicament,
Yeah, I'm
ladies
fucked
and gentlemen.
right now.
We're in a predicament. The 2 of the options have moved on.
Actually, let me remove Bleach and put in JJK because Bleach has a part 2 coming out, and I'll grade it after the second half.
All right. Well, J-Rob changed the predicament a little bit, but it's still a predicament. So if we have two options moving on. That's Vinland Saga and Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, we have certain theories tied. Now, Bleach was also tied for second, but then J-Rob changed his vote. So they're tied for third in Jobless, One Piece, and Bleach. But tied for the last option is Frieren and Attack on Titan. So it's between Frieren and Attack on Titan for the last option of the 3 nominations. And who here's seen both? I know I've seen both. Random, you seen both? Cam seen both. Char seen both. Miles seen both.
I haven't even seen Frieren. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen it.
J-Rob, I'm telling you, lock in. It's really like that. Lock in.
What the hell is a Frieren?
That's how I feel about it.
One of the best anime that's come out, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna check it out.
Lonnie, you've seen both, right? Yeah, you have. I know you have.
He's the one who put me on Frieren.
So for everybody who's seen both, we're gonna vote which is better, Attack on Titan, Frieren. So we're gonna have the final nomination for the 3 nominations. So I'm gonna start with Cam. Attack on Titan, Frieren.
Frieren.
That's 1 for Frieren. Char.
Attack on Titan.
1-1. Miles.
3.
Okay, 2-1 Frieren. Lonnie.
3. Attack on Titan. It's 1 episode.
So 3-1 Frieren.
It's actually 2 because the first part came out in February.
It's 2 episodes.
But they're like movies. That's fine. Random.
I'm sorry, but it's Frieren.
You're not really
I'm the Attack on Titan guy. Y'all know I'm the Attack on Titan guy. I would have voted for Frieren too. I'm not gonna lie. I would have voted for Frieren.
Frieren is so good, man.
It's
so
good, but
good.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we got our 3 nominations for the best anime of 2023. Those 3 nominations are Jujutsu Kaisen, Vinland Saga, and Frieren. So, which is the winner?
I'll go Vinland Saga.
Go for it. It's open debate now. Whoever you want to say your vote, you're gonna say your vote. I'll count it down. Don't worry, I got you.
I got JJK.
If we're talking like
Kaisen.
Yeah, actually, I'll go JJK. That's close. I love Vinland Saga, but yeah, JJK's had a hell of a year.
my only knock on JJK, and like I said to J-Rob, they didn't tilt the nigga. If they tilted the nigga,
I did wish that motherfucker was horizontal for sure. I do.
Oh, is everybody JJK here? Is it open shut case?
I still think it might be.
Go ahead, Lonnie.
No, because like I said, Frieren's like a complete and low key. Well, I say perfect. I don't mean like it's the best thing ever, but when I say like, so like there's just some animes that don't have holes, or like they just check every single box in terms of like what a story needs, and like I think like Full Metal is not my favorite anime, but like in terms of like from an artistic viewpoint, it checks every box. and like I get the same feeling from like Freerun when it's just like it hits every single box. Like it's the perfect between like a slice of life and adventure, and then it also gets dark a little bit, and like so it's like it has like a perfect balance. JJK, as great as it is, like it is more dark heavy in terms of like other aspects. So I feel like Freerun hits more areas, but JJK has more highs. So that's like, is it like the more highs or like what hits more? So I'll advocate for a Freerun just because I don't know, from like a objective standpoint, I just think Freerun's better.
In a lot of ways, I agree with Lonnie. I just think the fact that we're getting with Freerun a brand new like type of fantasy story where like especially in Japanese media where we're seeing what happens after the Demon King is killed, and we're dealing with that. We're dealing with her coming to the realization of like the consequence of Freerun's long life, like when she's crying at Himmel's funeral that she never really knew him is like, and when she's crying about that, and I just think I think if they continue this level of consistency, we are talking about Freerun when it's done, especially with what's going on in the manga right now. We're talking about Freerun as maybe one of the best series of all time if it keeps up this level of consistency. This first season was fantastic. They knocked it out the park, and the manga is already.
The whole story is new too. Like last year when the manga come out, it won like almost every single major manga award that there was.
Best anime of all time.
Like, well, I think when it's done, J-Rob, you're going to be having those conversations.
I hate when y'all do this because I hate when I have to watch somebody with these.
No. This is
I feel that, J-Rob. I'm actually I feel you. Lucky for me, when I dove into Freerun, like I already had the idea from the synopsis. I was like, this is probably going to be good. So I always were like expecting it to be good, but I didn't have the hype. I didn't have #1 my anime list. I didn't have all the awards. I just went in. I think it's going to be good. I watched it, and it was amazing. So I know where J-Rob's coming from. Like all the hype kind of.
I don't know about like one of the greatest, though. I think because like it's the story's still new. Like the manga just came out like last year, like a year and a half ago, and like like it broke records and it won like so many awards and stuff like that. But like I can't project it off of like just that because. If we're doing that, like the projection of Chainsaw Man would have been like the greatest of all time.
The only reason I'm saying that is just that it's very, at least for me, I haven't had this kind of feeling about an anime. Like the manga for Freerun is great. It really is. And to take the manga, which is great, and then give it that feels like to me Demon Slayer anime bump. Because if you read the manga for Demon Slayer, it's not as good. It's just not. So that's what it feels like to me. Like the manga was great, and you found a way to make the anime even that much greater, and people are realizing that it's able to reach the heights that it is with one season. That's why I'm saying that. I legitimately think we might be having some because it's so good. And what I'm trying to not sound like what do you call it, like elitist since I read the manga also, but like what's coming up, and you guys think season 1 is good, just wait. Because like the author has been killing it this year also.
From like a writing standpoint, I can see why it's better than like a lot of mangas, but I don't know how like high or because I don't know how long the whole story's gonna even end up being. Because it's supposed to be like a 10-year journey, but at the same time, like a lot of time passes through. Like I just watched an episode that like they just went past like 6 months. So I was just like, so
there's also a lot of time where they go back to Freerun's time with the original party, so you can get a little bit confused about
a lot of backstory plot. But before, because when I talk, I'm going to hype up Freerun as well. But does anybody want to say anything else about JJK or Vinland Saga? They deserve their hype. They were fantastic as well.
I just want to say JJK deserves the #1 anime of the year, the fucking GOAT. #1, JJK Sukuna Gojo carrying not only JJK but all of 2023. Not only did they go off in the manga, but they went off in the anime. So modern day icons.
In fact, those guys are like gonna be timeless. Sukuna and Gojo. I know some other people voted JJK. Who else voted JJK?
I did.
J-Rob, Miles.
I just feel like the JJK anime adaptation is one of the best adaptations ever.
A
lot
of
the moments that I liked from the JJK manga, I feel like I doubly like them now.
Facts.
Just based off how they captured the emotions with the animation.
Facts.
Even the things that they added into the episodes, I think were like amazing. Like when Yuji and why am I drawing a blank? Oh, Mahito, when they're like walking towards each other and that like walls like caving into them and stuff like that. I was like, yo, this is cold. And then the elevator scene and stuff like that. I was like, yo, this isn't in the manga, but this is going crazy. This is going crazy.
They really, really did good.
Maharaga hitting Sukuna with a train and stuff, and then like the airplane and all that. I was like, yo, this is dope. So W role model. No, like I said, like JJK has like the best highs of the year, but if we're talking just like overall, I would still lean Freeren, but like I'm not mad at either. It's really like 1A, 1B for me.
Ty, Cam, Char, what y'all think?
Ty,
you're muted, by the way.
I've said before, I just think JJK is like what Miles said, but like one of the best animated arcs of all time. Like for season.
I would say I agree with that. I personally think that I would give it the title to villain, but I ain't mad at JJK.
Okay. Why? Well, we gotta hear some explanation because you're the only one who picked villain so far.
I think Farmland arc is. I guess you could say the same thing for Shibuya, but those are like it's interesting that they're both turning point arcs for both of the stories. Like there is no going back once these two arcs for each story happens. But I think with Villain Saga, I think what it did with Thorfinn and all the characters surrounding Thorfinn, it was such a bizarre arc, like where he started and ended. He started as a slave after he lost pretty much his motivation. To see where he ended, that to me was just a beautiful storytelling. It was really beautiful. Even how the way they incorporated Askeladd into that, like you know what I'm saying. I just feel like they were just the thing. I think it was just more impressive to me, how the story was told. But I'm not mad at JJK because I love Shibuya.
No, I'm with you, Char.
I feel like overall, just the way they adapted it from the manga, even just the anime only scenes, like even if they were only 30%, like it makes me worry about what 100% would have been.
I don't think we were ready for 100%.
I'm not ready for 100%.
Oh my god!
Because the way my emotions were, I couldn't handle it. I had to wait a couple weeks between episodes. Like I would have to let a couple episodes build up because I was like, yo, I can't. Even though I know what's happening, I need to let like 2 or 3 episodes build up before I sit down and watch them. Because
it's a lot of hype.
Yeah, and it's like it's even worse because I know what's coming. But it's like, okay, well, what are they going to add in that wasn't in the manga?
I'm not mad at Jujutsu Kaisen either. I think a lot of y'all made a lot of great points, even the Vinland Saga, because I do think the criticism for the Vinland Saga never made sense because this is the story of Thorfinn. This is what it was supposed to be, and this was obviously an important arc. I'm not mad at JJK. I think Shibuya is one of the greatest shonen arcs that exists, and Miles made a great point. The anime adaptation of Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those anime adaptations where they improve on the manga. Like you don't see that often, honestly. Demon Slayer obviously is one of those cases, but for the most part, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, you could argue that all 3 of them, although great in their own right, don't come close to what the manga provides. And JJK was like, "Hey man, we got this." Added some
Bleach
anime
now with the 1,000-Year Blood War. They're doing it justice.
Well, yeah, because Kubo was like, bro, I kind of messed up at a certain point, so he's even adding content. So Kubo learned from his mistakes. I was like, hey, let me add content, better animation. That's how you got to do it when it comes to anime adaptations nowadays. You got to improve on the material, especially when it's rushed. And I wouldn't say JJK was rushed, but they definitely improved on the material. And I always said that JJK fights are better animated because of how complex the story is. Like reading what is going on versus seeing what's going on are two totally different experiences at the end of the day. Personally, I would go with Frieren. I think Frieren, to be fair, I've already read Jujutsu Kaisen and Vinland Saga, so seeing the fresh of breath air that was Frieren probably has a little different taste than seeing the other two that I already know the stories about, because I'm a big story guy. I'm a big narrative guy. That's how I enjoy things. I enjoy things based off the story versus over anything. And then Frieren, uh, Lonnie and Random were talking a lot of good points about it. It's a type of journey that is different from other journey anime that I've seen, where it's you can be more invested into the story than like the common, oh, we're just going to beat the bad guy, learn this new power. No, it's actual journey where you see all the bits and pieces in between through every experience that they go through. So you feel like you're actually seeing something right in front of you, which is why Frieren is probably the most appealing fantasy anime in a very, very long time. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the best anime of 2023 is Jujutsu Kaisen. So to kind of give a runoff for all the awards that we just gave out, best anime fight, Sukuna versus You Feel Me. Best anime moment, Yuji walking down Mojito. Guilty pleasure anime, Tokyo Revengers. Best female character, Your Voyager. Best male character, Sukuna. Best antagonist, Sukuna. Best protagonist, Thorfinn. Best new manga, up for debate if it came out in 2023, Chainsaw Man Part 2. Best overall manga, One Piece. Best new and original anime, Frieren. Best overall anime of 2023, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I like it.
I like it. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
W awards.
W awards. We did have a few more that we could have busted out too, right?
Yeah, but that was gonna make it way too long. I had to cut a lot of things. But this is our first anime awards that we've done, so we kind of got a feeling out process on how to go about it live on a debate versus a different type of format. So the next time we do it for 2024, it'll be a lot more organized. But I think it came out pretty well from what we see. Not gonna lie. And JJK won a lot of awards. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see next year's, because Solo Leveling's coming out this week, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know if it's gonna flop or not. I'm so
worried, Miles. I think it's coming out on Sunday.
Whatever
Crunchy
comes out on the 6th.
on Crunchy.
Comes out on the 6th. Yeah, on Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Interesting.
the flop material is so 50-50 because we know they're changing bits of the story. So
they're making it in Japan, which is so
and that's huge because
so
it's
big.
based in South Korea.
Like there's Japanese characters too, so it's like I don't know.
Unless they're gonna flip and make the Japanese characters from the
South
webtoon
Korea
be Korean.
No, but it's more than that. It's based in there. They have interactions with Japan. They have it's very.
No, we're talking about in the anime. If they're gonna flip them,
no, they have to change a lot regarding the story since they're in Japan.
I guess that's why we're seeing that one girl being introduced. When I'm like, she should be like a season 2.
Yeah, like she really should be like a season 2 type character. But for those that don't know what Solo Leveling is, or maybe just heard about it, if you know what manhwas are, like it's probably one of, if not probably like top 3 or 4 biggest manhwas
of all time.
And
like
there are a lot of things good, or there are a lot of things that can make this thing really good, or a lot of things that can make this thing bad, because people do care about other characters besides the main character. And unfortunately with Solo Leveling, it's really, really, really heavy on the main character, and there's not a lot of there's little to no character development in terms of like the other characters besides Sun Woo. So that can be an issue with some people. So if like the anime is different and they give more context and more character development to the other characters, then that could work out. But it's and the anime is supposed to be like, yo, you're gonna see this like little scrawny kid become him. He's gonna be Himothy. Like he's going to be, think of Gojo and Sukuna and whoever else you think is him, just fuse them all together. That's who he ends up being, from like a scrawny little nerdy kid. So
The world's weakest hunter.
Yeah, like he goes from weakest to like, yo, this nigga's low key too strong for like a good quarter of the story. Like he's just too strong for a decent chunk. Like the final arc, he was just too strong at that point. Like there was like I was just like it kind of got a little stale because of like, oh, here comes a big bad, and then he's like, I'm way stronger. It was like a one punch. It turned into one punch almost.
Mm-hmm. It gets that bad.
No, like
no, it's not bad.
I'm not saying bad negatively. Like he's really dwarfing people in strength. Like,
well, in the way it works, Miles. The way it works, Miles. In like his world, whatever mana you got's what you got, right? You don't get a chance to increase or anything like that. But he's like the one person who can actually increase it because he was legitimately weak. Yeah. And then whatever happens to him because I want people to watch the episode, and then he's able to grow from that by completing these little quest things that he always gets all the time. So that's why as you watch him rise, and I think at some point, like halfway through the story, after the island arc, right? I was like, he's the only dude who's allowed to level up. Everybody else is locked. Everybody else is level locked, basically.
Do they explain why he's chosen in the manga?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say him. It's not like Saitama, where Saitama's clearly like.
I'm saying like towards the end, like there's some moments.
Towards the end, it was like
there's some moments where he just clears everybody. You're just like
he clears all the good guys like 70% of the way through. Like everybody that's a good guy is so below him, it's not even funny. But all the bad guys are still relative to him until like throughout the story. Like the really, really bad ones. Whereas like Saitama, we have yet to meet anybody that's even close to Saitama. So it's not
the only person I think in Saitama's story is God. That's the only person.
That's probably the only one. And Blast maybe because we've never seen him. But Blast is probably not either.
I don't even think Blast is going.
Yeah, I don't even.
Besides teleporting, Blast was already gassing Saitama. Like, bro, dang.
But he forgot his
come join me. Join me. Pull up.
When Blast like figures out again how strong Saitama is, that's gonna be interesting. I guess they also introduced, if you caught up with the One Punch Man manga, the new swordsman, like
the ninja guy,
to be part that's supposed to give them some lore about God. Maybe he will be on more of a challenge than Garo was, so we get to see a little bit more from Saitama. Unsure.
Well, I like at least right now in the actual, because the webcomic is a whole different thing. Genos just went fucking crazy in the webcomic. Like, because I think they're starting to work toward who's the person that destroyed Genos' village in the webcomic.
Mm-hmm.
But in the manga itself, how do you guys feel about a lot of people? It feels like really quickly learning how freaking powerful Saitama is.
Well,
I like it.
I was gonna finish up my soul leveling point.
My bad.
No, but when it comes to soul leveling, like I feel like a lot of success. Like I feel like a lot of ways it needs to be successful, because if it is, then like it's gonna open the floodgates for multiple other big manhwas. Because I'm pretty sure you can tell Shar more about it later, but the beginning after the end would probably be, if that gets animated, it will be the best. It's better than Jabba's reincarnation. I mean, it'll be the best isekai.
I agree. As much as I love Mushoku Tensei, beginning after the end is a better.
Yeah, so that's a big manhwa.
I'm sold highly on Slime, but I do like beginning after the end. So,
well, if you want to do the pantheon of isekais, how many are you really putting on that list? Are you putting 5?
No, I think Slime, and then beginning out there number 2. But I'm not as cut up as y'all.
But soul leveling successful, it opens the floodgates for so many other manhwa, and hopefully eventually Ordeal. Hopefully that gets
the turning point, man. It's
well, I think they already opened it up, because Tower of God.
Tower of God season 2 comes out. Yeah,
Tower of God season 1 was actually an amazing adaptation. Like, people think it wasn't, but it actually was an amazing adaptation.
So we'll see how season 2 does. But God of War was a letdown for a lot of people.
God of High School was a bad adaptation. It skipped too much story. It was actually terrible.
I'm actually reading God of High School right now, so I'll be doing some updates on that. I'm 100 chapters in.
Morgan, that guy, Dai, he's my guy. Shout out Dai.
But no, like because that's a big, like, I love soul leveling, but I love the beginning after the end more. So if that can get animated. But I feel like solo leveling needs to be successful, because in terms of manhwa, we've had more L's than we have had W's.
Well, solo leveling is it fair to say solo leveling is the most popular manhwa out there?
I think so.
No, Tower of God.
You think Tower of God more
No,
popular?
I
Yes,
think
by
solo
far.
leveling. I think really more
Oh, in the
popular.
world?
Yeah,
Tower of God.
I think solo leveling.
I think
I
solo
think more
leveling is more
Solo
people.
leveling, 'cause also
Maybe
the light-
popular is not the right.
also
What's
the
the
light
cat?
novels
It's
sell really
the
well.
casual choice would be solo leveling, wouldn't it? That's
Yeah,
what I
no, it
should
would
have
be
said.
solo, but also the light novels too, and solo leveling. But the thing is, like solo leveling, like the adaptation, there's so many ways it can go wrong. This is why I'm worried. Like Tower of God can be successful just based off the structure of its story. But
Solo leveling, the only reason why that's going to go wrong is because Japan is being weird about it. That's the only reason.
Oh, that and like this. Besides the fact that like we don't really get a lot of depth with other characters besides him, so like that can get
Also
stale
true.
for some people because they're like, hey, we
That's
only
that's
really
one
learn
of solo leveling's biggest drawbacks. Like there could have been a clear character right for great character development was that first healer that he had in the first mission that he goes in that goes kind of around.
I always thought it's weird she just disappeared.
Yeah,
I stand by
he's
it.
great character development.
In terms of character development, it's 90. It's at least 95, 97% him, and then like 3% everybody else. Maybe like we get more character development from his shadows than we do from actual characters.
To be
Do
fair,
y'all really
another
see the
person
fandom not liking that though? Isn't that the point?
No, you got a great point, Miles. Solo leveling is a hype series. I stand by. Like, I don't think it's a crazy narrative. I don't think the story is that deep. I think it's hype. It's cool. The art is great, and there's amazing fights. That's what I think solo leveling is. Whereas Tower of God is like the One Piece of webtoons, like straight up.
I agree with that.
You
caught it, Riddell. You caught up on Tower of God? Hold on.
I haven't. So I stopped
on.
reading when they had they were about to have a tournament. I think it was one of the family heads were about to have a tournament trying to decide Bam's wife, and I was like, I don't want to see that right now, so I stopped reading. But Tower of God is
no, you should start reading because they don't really get into it. Like they don't do that.
Oh, because I'm trying to see Bam just do more cool stuff. I'm not trying to see that.
It's peaking right now. It's peaking right now.
Tower of God is fantastic.
Tromeri is him.
I mean, and what Riddell said is right. Soul Leveling's story is very simple. That's why we're so worried. Like,
but they'll fuck it up.
I wish we never saw her at all, and make the healer girl the main kind of focus to have somebody else to get through.
Are you talking about in the manga or the anime?
In the anime. I wish we never saw that girl.
The main focus in the manga. Oh,
if it should have been at least give us a better reason for why the girl like retires basically from being a healer, right? Than what they gave us in. They just gave her off like
Miles. Think of this, right? Your childhood friend, and the reason why you were put in the story-changing situation ends up leaving for the rest of the story after the first arc. Like she's just gone.
She does come back for a little bit, like maybe a couple,
one chapter.
Yeah, she comes back for one chapter because she's like she can't really fight Miles, but she's an amazing healer.
She's so important to the main character.
So important, and then she just leaves. Gone. She's gone.
Because you think
there's no explanation as to why
like,
she just
because they said that she retired because what happened in that mission traumatized her so badly. She had like such bad PTSD she couldn't go back into dungeons again. And I'm like, that's such a bullshit.
And the weird thing is, like, the main
at least showed that, Miles. Like, give us an arc where she's trying and she just can't, and then she retires.
And
they
the
just
main character doesn't even
have that be the one character they come up alongside him.
Yes, just do that. That's one of Soul Leveling's few problems.
Yeah, but hype. It's like Solo Leveling. I don't know how you feel about Kaiju number 8. It's like Kaiju number 8 to me. That's what I think Solo Leveling.
I think it's more hype than that, though. I feel like it gets more intense, way more intense than
Yes, it does. Because at some point,
would agree.
At some point,
Miles, there could be times like with Soul Leveling, you're just like, yo, I'm just locked in because this is going crazy. Like it just goes crazy sometimes. You're just
yeah,
like,
I'm in a group chat and they were talking about it every week before it ended.
Lonnie, when he pulls up on the orcs. And he showcases like his true power for like one of the few times early in the series, and you're like, oh,
they just needed the biggest thing though. They just need to get Arise right. If he says Arise cold as hell, because that's like the main, that's like the Bankai of the series.
Yeah,
when he just says Arise, and you just know shit's about to go down.
Even in the manhwa, every time he says Arise, they draw it differently than the rest of the word bubble. Like this is important what he's about to do right now.
Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Miles, if you were to create, and everybody, if you guys were to create the penultimate edgy, badass character. That is Sung Jin-woo. That is literally him when it comes down to his character.
Edgy.
He's the penultimate edgy, and then he has shadow powers. Also, the best shadow power user in like fiction by far.
Leather jacket,
Really?
Rick Owens,
Shadow
boots.
user by far. Like the way he uses it versus like anybody I've ever seen, there's a gap. There's a
gap.
Another
There's a
person,
gap.
another person who was right for character development was his own sister. After she gets attacked at the school, and it turns out that Jinwoo was like, "Yeah, I got you protected." You got like four or five of his strongest orcs to protect her in her shadow. They're just in her shadow at all times, following her, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and I'm like, "Yo, like." She
No,
just got attacked in
that's a
school.
fact.
Let's deal with that.
He says stand up instead of a rise or some other shit. I won't watch it. I'll protest.
Oh my god!
Also,
Like,
his dad could have used more story too. No,
it's all how
That's
dare
what I
they
was
give
waiting
his
on.
dad
I was waiting on his dad.
such little story, bro. That's a whole arc, right? And they hold him.
Also, for the people listening, obviously we're wrapping up episode number 9. Episode number 10 is going to be a big episode. This was a big episode. Shout out everybody who tuned in. You know what I'm saying? We great episode today. Episode number 10 will also be a big episode because we are doing our BSS top 10 animes, manga, webtoons of all time.
I'm not dropping my hentai list. I don't care what.
we
Riddell's
making our own
doing.
list?
Oh, this is
Not
what I'm
dropping the
thinking.
list.
I'll let you.
Yo,
guys
Lonnie,
know.
if you drop one, I'll drop one, bro.
No, I already said when we hit 10K.
Yo.
When we hit 10K.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When we hit 10K, we about to get nasty.
Oh
that
yeah, I
episode.
should have announced this earlier. But when we hit 10,000 subscribers, as decided from the collective group, we will start dropping 2 episodes a week. So tell all your friends, share it to all your friends, tell them to subscribe so we can drop
Tell
out
your
more
friends
content.
to tell their friends.
Facts. Tell everybody you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, top 10. I'm thinking the way we do it is that all the captains create a list of 20 titles, and then I'm gonna use math to find the averages of what the top 10 would be. And then
that's fine because I'm not gonna give like my actual like in order list. I ain't dropping that. I'm not.
My list is due
no, I
next
need
week.
it in order. That I can't do the math without it.
My
being
list is
in
due
order.
next week.
As soon as possible, so I can do the list.
Damn.
As soon as possible. Create your top 20
My manga list ready. I got it.
anime, manga, manhwa.
Okay, Miles.
manhwa.
He said
And
light
then,
work, bro. Light work.
My manga list is ready.
I got it. I got it.
Once
I might tweak it just for this list though. I might tweak it a little bit.
And
Ever
we
since
can do it. Okay, it's up to. We'll decide as a group. We could do it either top 20 favorite or top 20 best.
I'm doing favorite. I'm letting you know right now.
I'm doing
Yeah,
favorite.
I was planning on doing. Favorite.
Okay, we'll do favorite.
John, what do you know about Black Bible?
Because best, I'm gonna have to start saying shit I haven't
Best gonna
read.
get nasty.
Yeah,
man.
he don't know shit. Don't listen to him.
What's the Black Bible? I don't.
That's one of the.
Riddell,
That's one of
don't
the
worry about
goated-
it.
Oh,
Don't
it's
worry
a
about it.
hentai. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, so let me stop googling.
Three
Let me-
spin-offs.
I'm not googling.
I was
I
trying to
just
see the songs, and y'all saying it's that type of song.
I was
Let me
like,
back out.
Yo, how many hentai
about
get
hentai, I was
spin-offs?
like,
How many hentai
okay.
get spin-offs off their hentai? Crazy work.
That is tough. I'm not going
Watching hentai for story is crazy. I'll be honest.
Hey, story's interesting. Story,
Y'all are
story's
sick,
bad.
bro.
Hey, 10K. Y'all already know. We're about to have this whole conversation.
No.
Ever since Lonnie said he has his list ready, I said, all right, let me go ahead.
Yo, low key, by the time we hit 10K, I can give you like a top 50 list in order with notes. With notes.
With notes, it's crazy.
He's in too deep.
Lonnie
y'all.
can have a solo episode where he does all that.
Hey,
This is
when we
why
hit
he
10K,
runs fucking NSFW chat.
when we hit 10K, Lonnie gonna release that.
I'll have like a whiteboard and like a ruler. I'll just be like,
Nah, watch. When we hit that 10K, Lonnie gonna be like, all right, on this episode of Hentai and Chill, let me go ahead and let y'all know what's going on.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna bring this up, so I should have said this during the agenda hour. I've actually watched a couple anime in the time since last time we spoke. It's been about a week and a half actually. Finished up Case Study of Vanitas, one of my favorite vampire anime I've ever seen. Not gonna lie, fire. All Saints Street, I watched. It's like this comedy, weird anime. It's an interesting anime style comedy, normal anime. That was cool. Checked out Junie Tyson. Junie Tyson's bad. I do not like Junie Tyson.
You didn't like Junie?
Yeah, have you seen Junie Tyson?
That shit is cheeks. Yo, I think my cat is destroying the whole crib. I'll be right back.
Junie Tyson, the way they make the anime is annoying. It's literally I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil it for you. It's literally backstory death. That is the anime in this situation. Backstory death. Every single episode, it's a backstory and a death. It's so annoying. It's so predictable, and don't like it. And then Tomi-chan is a girl. Interesting anime, not gonna lie. It's basically a romance comedy of a tomboy in the friend zone. And she got out the friend zone. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She got out the friend zone.
It surpassed my expectations.
I think it was cool. It was a cool little anime.
Yeah.
And then I watched another one because I'm a big smart head. Science Fell in Love. I decided to pick that. I watched it. Very logical, scientific romance comedy with a terrible ending. I hated the ending. It was absolute dog shit, to be honest. And then last thing I'm gonna bring up, John Wick. I went on a binge streak. John Wick chapters 1 through 4. 1 through 3, fantastic. John Wick chapter 4, I have some slight issues with the story. I'll be honest. Anybody else has seen John Wick chapter 4 here?
I've seen all of them.
I haven't. I gotta watch it.
I've seen it.
It is. I will say this right here. It is good. I enjoyed it. I have some slight issues with the storytelling. That's a little bit of annoying. And it's one, there's a certain character. Miles, you remember Koji in John Wick chapter 4?
Yeah, that's bro who ran like the Japanese dojo or whatever, who stayed behind and got murked.
I was kind of like annoyed that they never explained why he's trying so hard to defend John Wick. I was very annoyed with that. I was like, a little backstory, like something. It was just like, okay, why are you trying so hard?
Like a flashback or something.
You say what?
I said like a flashback or something.
Or just one sentence. Because like in chapter 3, when he met Sophia, I think that's her name, Halle Berry's character. When he met her, she said real quick, I'm helping you because you help my daughter. We got a marker, you help my daughter. That's why I'm helping you.
Oh, I think it's that ballerina chick. I think it's that ballerina. I think her daughter's a ballerina chick.
Oh, that's your headcanon? That she's a ballerina?
No, remember like there was a ballerina that like they had like a little stare off and the ballerina was with his family.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know how you got the Halle Berry's
also because there's supposed to be a spinoff called like the ballerina, like it's supposed to be a spinoff.
Oh, in that series. Really?
Yeah, there has to be a spinoff called the ballerina.
That's interesting.
Please don't bring John Wick back. Just let him rest.
No. I'll get there too.
He coming back.
When she said like
he 100% is coming back. No way he died. That was a dumb. If he did die, that was a dumb.
I honestly don't think he's dead. I think he's just left. He just retired. I don't think he died.
They're already writing John Wick 5, and like he was in the talks with them. Like
I don't see what's left for him to do though.
There's nothing left.
Take out the table.
Oh,
take out the table.
Didn't he already beat the leader of the whole?
No, the table works best when we don't really know that much about them. What's not because now we have to now we lose whatever mystery the John Wick world has left as we watch John Wick go fight the table. Realistically,
packing them like the
how big John Wick is, he shouldn't beat them.
No, but there's an obvious discrepancy between the people on the high table and people underneath the table. Like they constantly reinforce that throughout all the John Wick movies, and it's eventually going to come full circle where it's an actual civil war.
Wasn't the Arab guy the leader of the whole thing though?
That was weird too. That's what I also didn't like.
I thought he was. I thought he was like a symbolic
4,
leader.
There was a new elder. He said the other elder disappeared with the ring. Like why? Why did he just disappear with the ring? And then he just killed this. That didn't make sense to me either.
Yeah, it didn't make sense at all.
So yeah, I feel like chapter 4 skipped a lot of story, and it was kind of annoying. But the action was amazing because you had freaking Ip Man, bro. You had Ip Man in the movie, bro. That shit was fire.
Blind 2 was crazy.
Blind Ip Man.
When they first introduced him, and he had like the doorbells, the proximity alarms, and he was placing them around the kitchen.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
they had him.
That I will say that view, that top-down view they have when he's in the house in Paris. And I'm like,
Fire.
that is an elite camera work right there.
With
We
the
need to see
dragon's
more of
breath, that
With
was
the
really
dragon's breath.
good.
Oh my god!
Wait, is this true? John Wick Equalizer? What?
That I don't want. Please don't give us
Please
that.
no.
I need you
Wait,
to
what?
explain.
I saw a Twitter post that said like
I need you to explain why.
God,
they should,
no.
Yeah, I don't
why
even.
they should do that.
There's no way they're
Why
in the
would they
same
do that?
universe.
I really don't need to see.
God,
two
no.
old
It's
niggas,
not.
like,
They're too
battle it out or
different.
anything. I'm
My
good.
man Denzel living in where's he at? He's in Italy. He got
He's
his
in
little.
Sicily,
Is he?
right outside of Sicily.
I
He got
haven't
his woman
watched the
there. He's
recent
the
one.
hometown hero. They eating pizza and they chilling. He don't need to interact with
John
John.
Wick
Because-
would destroy him. Let's be honest.
Also,
Yeah,
you
he would
need to
punch him.
explain.
John
you
Wick
need to
is
explain how Denzel's character was able to go under the radar for so long and nobody heard about him. Unless somebody heard about him, we were just never told in this upcoming movie. Because he's not going to fight. He's not going to be able to beat John Wick. Please don't even try to even intimate that. But he's clearly a menace in his own right, and the high table just going to let this guy just roam free, even if he's not part of the organization.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the high table done so many things that was corrupt, like straight up just corrupt and messing with John Wick. There's legitimate reason at some point for Wick to do what he got to do. You got to take out the high table. They lost their way. They got to go.
So what? So John Wick's going to kill the high table, and then new ones are going to take their places.
I'm sure there's going to be.
Syndicate.
You say what?
Wouldn't that be the end of the syndicate? There'd be no one. There'd be nothing left.
Yeah,
Except his little branch in Russia.
And yeah, his family in Russia. Yeah. Or just have all the Continentals run everything.
True.
Continental hotels run everything. Which it's actually crazy. He had a connection with Winston. He had a connection with Koji, and then he had a connection with Sophia. Like 3 managers of hotels. And then they didn't explain why Koji. Bro, it's annoying because Koji helped him so much, and then her daughter was like, "Why are you helping him?" And they wouldn't. He wouldn't say like, "Why? Like, why are you helping him?" Like, he's a friend. I'm like, that's not a good reason. I need a little bit more. And then he died. I'm like, bruh. And then at the end of chapter 4, she's about to kill Ip Man. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, because I know we're wrapping up, because you were talking about animes that you watch. So I picked up I just mentioned it like earlier. Oh, Bungo Stray Dogs or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro. Which season are you on?
I'm like in the middle. I have like 3 or 4 episodes left of season 2. So I've heard about it for years. I just never like watched it for some. It was just one of those things where like it's really popular, but you just don't pick up for some reason. Never picked it up. Pretty solid. Like first few episodes were solid. Like it was like a little detective agency, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Then it gets a little bit dark. I'm just like, all right. Now this is what like. All right. I was waiting for shit to pop off. Now I'm on season 2. When that whole van of kids blew up in front of the dude.
Oh yeah, you saw his backstory where
So the backstory is like this. So basically, without like this organization kidnapped a bunch of orphan kids that this guy was looking after, just to try to get to him, just to try to like fuck with him. They put the kids in a van. He came to the place that they were at, didn't see them anywhere. He's like, what the fuck? He looks out the window. They're like banging on the window in the van. He runs to the van and blows up in his face. But he had like a whole thing of like, yo, I'm never gonna kill anybody because like I want to be like a good person. Like I want to be an author. I want to be a writer. And I feel like if I like kill people, like it'll like ruin the integrity of my art type shit. Stupid to me, but hey, that's his code. But as soon as those kids that he was taking care of blew up in his face, I was like, get that shit in blood. And what did he do? He went on a mass kill. He killed all them niggas. I was like, yeah. And then, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
I was like, yeah,
mass killing.
I was like, get that shit in blood. And he did. So, yeah, Bungo is definitely slept on. I've been hearing about it for years. Dazai is him. Like,
bro, Dazai is when you know how Gojo's transcendent Jujutsu Kaisen? Dazai is that guy for Bungo Stray Dogs. He's a different type of breed of individual.
Yeah.
Also, Lani, when you meet Fyodor, when you meet him,
What
telling
season
you,
is
bro,
that?
I believe 3.
All right.
Or at the very least the end of 3. Because I've that's why, like, in the best antagonist, like him and his intelligence, there's a reason why I say Daiza and Fyodor would destroy Light and L if they had a contest of wits. They would destroy Light
But
and
the
L.
power system.
Bro, Lonnie, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it because those two and their chess match is a different level of chess match. It's a different level.
Also, the one guy that has like the one like real detective on there in their squad, like he's crazy. Like that shit is crazy.
He is crazy. He's not he can't mess with when Pete Dazai.
But the power system is interesting and it's dope. And it's also like it's not that complicated either. But no, it's definitely a solid watch, and I think there's like 5 seasons right now, so like I'm definitely enjoying myself. Just
4 and 5 go absolutely insane. Like everybody, I think Bungo Stray Dogs, if more people seen it, should be in contention of anime of the year because what they're doing right now is actually crazy stuff, and the dynamics between all the characters. Because you're gonna learn more about the Port Mafia, the detective agency, and then there's gonna be a third party. And there's so many plot twists, Lonnie, you're about to find out. I'm not gonna say there's like so many plot twists you're about to see. It's actually insane too. And then you're gonna see all the backstories of all the characters that are in the detective agency. It goes stupid. Also, the main character, even though he's not the craziest, his development is
the episode I just left off on, like he jumped out that big whale thing in the sky, and he's trying to find Dazai or whatever, and that crazy person with like the crazy kid that can control people got like kidnapped.
Kind of felt bad for what they were doing to him or her.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. But no, it's darker than I thought it'd be. At first, I thought it'd be kind of boring because it's just like, oh, detective agency, yada yada yada. But now they're going in a little bit, so it's like, all right, now I'm locked in. So I'm excited to see how it develops. I'm definitely gonna be binging it the next few days.
I feel that. And any other things that anybody's reading or watching as of right now? Start wrapping things up.
I started Mushoku on the orders, not the request, the orders of Mr. Random here.
Damn right. And what do you?
How far are you in?
I'm only on episode 2 because I was suffering from the flu. I was sick. But I'm back. I'm strong. I'm ready to finish this bitch.
What did you think of the first episode?
Main character sucks.
I've heard the positive things, so I'm waiting for him to come around. But right now,
you're supposed to not like him at the start. You're really not supposed to like him.
Well, what do you think of the overall story? I should say not the first. Not the main
I like the world and I like the art. That's what captivated me immediately. I love the way it looks. I love the art style they chose. I'm just excited for this guy to not be a dick though.
I'm there with you. Eventually I'll peep it. I've peeped the first episode of Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
How'd you like that?
First episode? It's good. It's really good. Obviously the animation's very interesting. Shout out his mother. That is brutal. First episode. Shout out his mom's. Not gonna lie.
Bad.
She's trying a little too hard to keep him in a school that nobody likes him. Not gonna lie. Probably.
The only thing I have to say about that, Riddell, is that half that story is good vibes, and then the other half is just straight pain. So
I believe it. Also, the
Yeah.
technology, is always the technology is very interesting that they're introducing in the story.
Have you played the games?
No, I know. I heard there was a lot of issues when it came out, though.
Now the game is fantastic.
Top tier game.
Low key, might have won game of the year. If it came out like now, as it is,
it would win game of the year. It would.
I legitimately think
didn't Elden Ring come out?
It would be Elden Ring to me.
It would definitely be Elden Ring, and I love Elden Ring.
I never played Cyberpunk.
I legitimately think they were too ambitious.
I think Elden Ring was last year.
What they wanted Cyberpunk to be, especially at the start, but they had all the grace in the world. After making The Witcher 3 is still one of the best games I've ever played. And to come off that and for them to truly drop the ball I've never seen a company have so much goodwill lose it so quickly, but they stuck with it. They stuck with it, and now people are liking them because they're like, we get that they stuck with it because EA would have just tossed it and kept it moving.
Is that the Pinocchio game?
Yes.
Yeah, Liza P is good. Me and Gabe just beat that. We both played through it like last week, and we beat it.
Multiplayer, or did you just play it together?
No. It's just like we were just playing it alongside each other.
Okay,
I don't think it's multiplayer, right?
It's not.
How's the story? Because I might just watch someone else play it, I'll be honest.
So it's like those Souls games where it's like, other than Elden Ring, the story's very lacking. You get a lot of the story through like items, and through side quests and collectibles and things like that. But as far as like gameplay, like even though it wasn't made by like FromSoft, who makes all of the Souls games, it's the closest to a Souls game you could get. I like how the line change. Like, so you asked about the line random. The lies changes your ending.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a true ending, there's a bad ending, and there's a good ending. And depending on where you lie and how you lie, it changes what you get at the end. So you have like some player choice. I think it was a really good game. It kind of fell under the radar to me. Really good game.
I think that's the tough part is that's what really hurt it the most. The fact that it was really it's an Xbox exclusive basically, right?
I don't think so, because I think Gabe played it on PlayStation. I played it on PC.
Well, because I played it for free on Game Pass. So
Game Pass,
yeah, and I beat it. So Riddell, how that game works is like, so in certain instances you have to lie or tell the truth. Lying makes you more human. Telling the truth makes you more a robot, I guess. I don't know exactly what he is.
He's a doll.
I'd lied like a motherfucker all the time.
I was lying like a motherfucker every chance I got.
Any goddamn chance I got. Because some of them, it's like, because it's like a Souls-like game. So I'm like, do I really want to tell this person the fucked up truth? No. Let me lie to them.
You're meant to be evil in a Souls game. The whole world is evil. Like, what the fuck?
I never played the Souls game, but in Elden Ring, I was a good guy.
Elden Ring, bro, I knew Elden Ring was different because I somehow made it through Limgrave. Then you find the one girl sitting on that log, the blind lady, right? And she's like, all right, let me run to this castle, work everybody. And I do that, come back, she's just fucking dead. She got found by the one person I couldn't find. And I was hurt. That's when I was like, I gotta be careful every time I start doing quests for people.
I'm not as high on Elden Ring as like a lot of people, and it's just because of the difficulty. It wasn't hard to me.
Elden Ring
wasn't as hard. It wasn't as hard as 3 or like maybe Sekiro.
It wasn't hard,
but it was my first Souls game, so that's why I feel that.
There were hard moments. There were definitely hard moments.
The only boss that I felt like really gave me a run for my money was Millennia, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The
Isn't
dragon
that the hardest boss they've ever come up with was Millennia?
No.
Is that what they said though?
That's what they said. That's cap.
That's because a lot of casuals started playing Elden Ring but never played a Souls game before. So
that nigga Gale from Dark Souls 3, 6 phases, nigga. That's a hard boss.
What about the old man from Sekiro?
Sword Saint Ashina.
Yeah,
he's tough.
It's hard at first, but once you get the hang of him, I think he's light work.
People be making TikToks out of his dodge that whole time.
From the casual point of view, from myself never playing any of the Souls game, I don't have rough. I didn't play any of the other ones. Most of it, it wasn't really that hard. The most annoying, I never fought Melina because I actually stopped playing because I technically already beat the game, and then I was already kind of tired of playing before I got to Melina. Once I got to that city around the end of the story, I just stopped playing and I just never played it again. So I never got to fight Melina, unfortunately. But I think the most annoying one that wasn't Melina was probably the big dragon dude. I just the ones that where he kept on reviving
the triple-headed Hydra,
the lightning dragon.
That one was surprisingly easy to me.
You're talking about one of
he's like a hidden boss. You have to like lay on like this rock, and you go back in time,
and then you fight like.
I don't know if I fought him.
But you know what was the hardest one for me in Elden Ring? That skull butterfly looking nigga.
Skull butterfly.
It's like a skull with like butterfly wings and like it did like galaxy blasts and stuff.
You're talking about Astel underground, right?
Yeah, Astel was whooping my ass.
Yeah, the ones that revive, obviously, I never
I
just
thought though
annoying. They're just
everybody
annoying,
talked
that's
up.
all they are.
Everybody talked up Radon, but I ran right through him.
Radon was light.
Because once you like
Which
kind of
one was
know
Radon?
how to do
The
all
one
actually
where you
were.
could use like unlimited. You fought him on a desert, and you could like unlimited summon people
Oh.
to fight him with.
And you ride your horse to him at first, and he's shooting arrows and shit.
Yeah.
To be
A
fair,
weird
I
one, like,
played.
I ran
Mage.
right through him. Even like I even
Honestly.
dodged the meteor thing that he does halfway through his battle. Where he jumps up in the air and becomes a meteor. I easily dodged that on foot and just kept and finished him. And I was like, what was
I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I dodged
The
it.
witch fight,
Yeah.
Witch fight just pissed
I was like,
me
where
off.
the fuck is he at? Just started running around on my horse till he hit the
The
ground.
witch fight pissed me off because little kids were just hitting me with books and shit. That was just pissing me off the whole fight. I was like, yo. Like, I
Oh,
don't
that
wanna
one
kill
was
these little
super
kids.
annoying because you had to obviously you have to what was it? You have to do certain things so she's able so you can attack her. Then you have to fight her in the other realm,
You have
beat
to
her,
fight
and
the
then you got to
kids.
start over.
Yeah.
That was just super annoying.
What did Kai?
All that just had the ability to respec. That's
Kai.
all that fine was.
So I agree with you, Kai. DS3, the main story was very easy, but Ashes of Ariandel and the other DLC were hard as fuck. That's where the difficulty got insane. Ashes of Ariandel still has one of the hardest ending bosses I've ever played in the game.
Hold up, isn't the guy from Dark Souls 3? Didn't they say he has something to do with your character from the first game or something like
Gale?
that? Yeah,
he's the end all be all. He the big bad. He the Dark Soul. That's it.
Maybe I heard it wrong. Doesn't matter either way. I beat Elden Ring. And I said I'm never. I was like, I don't ever want to feel that kind of anger again playing a video game.
The hardest
Beating
is Dark Souls
Elden
2,
Ring?
though.
Yeah,
Dark Souls 2 was the hardest.
Dark Souls 2 is the hardest. It's not close. You can't roll. You can't block. The game doesn't work.
I haven't played Bloodborne though. I was like, a lot of people say Bloodborne's the best, but I haven't played it.
I think Bloodborne is the best, and it's probably about the second hardest.
where do they go from here? Are they
I
still
don't know,
going to
but
release
they don't
DLC
miss.
for Elden Ring, or are they done?
I think they announced that they were going to.
They should go a whole different level of
Miles, you froze.
setting.
You're
They have to
talking.
go a whole different type of setting. Move away from the fantasy and just go somewhere different.
Where would they go?
Well, sci-fi.
So
Is what
now you're
makes
shooting
most
guns, I guess.
Or I mean, guns,
You're shooting guns,
laser swords. You know, a lot of places.
Just tell them, just have them go to Dark Souls. Have them go to Star Wars and say, "We'll make you a Star Wars Dark Souls game."
Miles just froze.
Yeah,
His face is just completely frozen.
Yeah, his face was kind of crazy, so I just took him off screen.
Other than that, I've been playing the Ninja Gaiden games on the old Xbox. I've been playing those.
I've
They're
seen
really
more
hard.
about those.
They're really hard, but I enjoyed them. But I'm also a fan of really hard games.
I don't mind really hard games as long as I'm interested on what I'm doing. Like I don't play games just to play games. I play games because the story is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Elden Ring caught me encapsulated with the whole Elden Ring and figuring out who everything is. But then it's like once you burn out, it's like you're never returning. Like, it's good. I'm just not returning to the
Yeah,
story.
I haven't gone back to Elden Ring in a long time.
Yeah, after I beat it, I was like, I'm all right. Because I see people like, we don't truly beat unless you beat Melania. I was like, I'm all right. I'm perfectly okay.
I mean, I beat everybody and I did it twice. Like I made a point. It was like, all right, like they're saying, so I did it twice, and then like I'm not gonna do it a third time or a fourth. Like,
well, I heard they said that also there could be a lot of callback. Apparently, there's a character from Dark Souls 3 who was at least had visited the Elden Ring lands, and then you find him in Dark Souls 3. Because at least he pantomimes like there's a lot of similarities, at least the way the people have talked about that character.
We need to find a game that we all can play that is also something that doesn't require for me to get a PC because I don't have a PC. All laptop gang over here. You know what I'm saying?
What was the question?
We need a game that we all can play. Eventually, I'll get a PC and then I'll hop on the train, but not now. That we all could play, but doesn't require me to get a PC.
Overwatch?
It's not. I'm trying to think. Well, obviously the the ultimate answer is the Dragon Ball Z game when that eventually comes out. Sparking Zero. Shout out Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have like a big ass tournament. We have to.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero would be great.
And then Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
That's what it is.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like after like a week or two of it coming out, we're gonna have a tournament.
That's a tough name. I'm not gonna hold you.
We also still might do D&D. Still on the list of things that we would potentially do in the future.
I do have a dungeon master ready for us. If we decide to do that.
Who? Do we know?
Huh?
Do we know the dungeon master?
She was on Anime and Chill, and she did our overlay.
All right, excellent.
W work.
We can consider. Well, let's say this. We'll pass the idea.
Good, random. She just got hired. I think she's getting paid like $45 an hour.
And W. We'll pass this idea in our group chat saying, "Yo, D&D, can people play every week? What's the timing?" And we'll see what the vibes are. See if we can start setting something up.
Oh, you.
And then kind of getting that in the works. But anything else? I guess I'll put this out. Percy Jackson, cool series. Still not a fan of Annabeth, but cool series. Shout out Percy Jackson.
Straight fire, Miles.
The Percy Jackson's good?
No, I was talking about Wulong, but
yeah.
The show?
Wulong is fire.
I think the Percy Jackson show is good. People who read the book said it's adapting it pretty well so far. The CGI, for the most part, don't really have any issues with any of it. The actors are good. I don't think Annabeth is that good, but I think Percy and Grover are good. So far, so good. No complaints here from what I've seen.
So, do the old Percy Jackson movies, have any bearing on this new series?
No,
it's just a retelling because the movies messed up.
Did they?
Yeah, they skipped a bunch of stuff. Well, the second movie apparently skipped. I didn't even know there was a second movie, but apparently it like did its own thing. Like it has nothing to do with the books, or very little.
Yeah, people who read the book said that it wasn't adapting the story right. So typical complaint, but now they're redoing it with the TV show. So
yeah, so
see how that kind of
my girl was obsessed with the series, so she was very critical. So like we watched the first episodes and she approved. She's like, all right, they actually, and like it was crazy because I guess there were like scenes that I didn't even know happened because it wasn't in the movie, where I guess saw, since it won't be a spoiler for you, where like because in the movie like they keep Medusa's head. But in the books, Percy says, "Yo, fuck the gods. We're gonna mail it to these niggas." And so, like we were waiting. So she told me about that scene. And so like we were waiting, and like they fuck up Medusa in like the second or third episode. And she's like, and then they were just holding on for a while. And she's like, "What the fuck are they doing? They're supposed to mail it to the gods. They're supposed to mail it to like Mount Olympus or whatever." And then at the end, like he's like, "You know what? Fuck these niggas." Like he puts in a little package, and then like the end of the episode, you see Hermes like, "Hey guys, we got a package," and then like he was walking up to all the gods, and that's the end of the episode. I'm just like, yo, that's fucking hilarious.
They're fucking cooked.
Nah, Percy's doing a good job. I think he's selling it very well. My thing with series like that, usually, yeah, if you want to make fun of the acting, that's fine. But when it's a series where it's a fictional world, you have to, the characters and the actors have to make you believe that they're in a fictional world. That's the best way for you to kind of get sold. And if it just feels like someone's acting, then it's not going to be as enjoyable as an experience. I could be overreacting with Annabeth. I don't think I am, but I could be.
Yeah, so like Annabeth, like she was a little, her acting. Am I just because she has like a dry face? Maybe her acting was a little stale, but it wasn't like egregious or anything like that to me. Like it was just like, I feel like because Athena, like she's supposed to be the daughter of Athena, so she is supposed to be super serious. So I feel like that's how she was trying to act. She was trying to act like a super serious kid, and maybe like it came off overly stale at sometimes, but like it's still like what her character is kind of supposed to be.
But even when she delivers her lines, I just don't feel like I believe what she's saying. It seems like she's just like saying a line.
Yeah, I get that, but like I feel like that's like the issue with her character, like because she's supposed to be a super serious tactician type chick, and yeah, sometimes she just comes off as stale. So, but it wasn't like that big of a deal to me. It's just like, all right,
Hey man,
it's Percy's story, so like I'm here for Percy. Percy's been great.
but isn't Annabeth really important?
Yeah, she's one of the main characters, but like it's still like she's not the main character, so I don't care like if her acting's like that egregious. Because I just feel like it's stale right now, but it could get better because they're still kids. Like I don't know how old she is, but like they all.
Hey
look
man,
like
I'm
kids.
not giving brownie point you at. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah,
Hey,
like, I give it like a C. Like I'm not gonna be mad at like a C level acting.
I'll give you C minus. I won't go D, but I was just a C minus.
Still passing, so still watchable.
It is watchable. I just stopped watching for a little bit. But I think that's about all we got for today. I think this was a great episode. I think we covered a lot of different things.
Hey, the author told her that he handpicked her. So if that's what the author wanted, that's what
really? He did?
Yeah, like because she said that in an interview because she said like she was worried because like the girl in the movie is white and maybe the girl in the books I didn't read the book, so maybe she's supposed to be white too. But the author like went up to her. He's like, "Hey, I handpicked you for this role." So he's like, "Don't worry about any backlash or people complaining. I picked you. I wrote this story. I made the story, and I picked you."
I mean, I didn't really care about the skin
Damn,
color.
how about that? That's the ultimate seal of approval right there.
Yeah, and for like a young black actor, I feel like that's good. Like, hey,
fuck the haters.
But I'm gonna be honest. I also don't want to hype her up just because she's black, because I feel like people are doing that.
No, you just dogged her. You said you basically say you don't want to watch because her.
Oh no. That's why I'm just being honest. But I was like, am I tripping? So I went to look it up on social media, because usually my hunch about this stuff is correct. But I looked it up, and I just see a bunch of people like hyping her up. I'm like, and I'm looking at the profiles, like, yeah, that's why you're hyping her up. Because I'm like, there's no way you think this is like amazing. At the very least, it's not amazing. So it's like,
there were times where she came off a little quirky, which I thought was like a good twist. Like she was a little quirky at times, like when she was like stalking him and stuff like that. So I was just like. Like she wasn't bored because she's like, yeah. So just like,
she was a little hey Miles, she was a little quirky when she was stalking him, just a little bit.
What?
That's where the quirkiness entered,
just a little bit. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna play the outro and we'll clean things up. That is all we got for Black Sensei Society episode number 9, the 2023 Anime Awards. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you guys get us to 10,000 subscribers, we'll start doing 2 episodes a week. I know you guys want all that content.
I know y'all on my hentai list. I know it.
I'm sure you want that as well. So make sure you guys share it. If you're listening on the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, make sure you guys rate it 5 stars to show your support.
Don't forget to subscribe to our Instagram.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys follow our Instagram, Black Sensei Society. We're gonna start putting more stuff on there. We got a TikTok that we are eventually gonna get everything situated, but y'all will see. Stay in tune for that as well. And join our Discord. We have a Discord where we're trying to grow that Discord. Right now we got around over 100 people in there so far. So join up, get us to 200 people so we can do a lot more fun stuff in that Discord and grow a pretty dope community from what we have already. So that's all we got for today.
No one acknowledged my outfit change. No one acknowledged it, and I am very upset with everyone, including the chat. No one acknowledged the outfit change. This is a whole different fly shirt.
I didn't.
We both changed fits.
I changed fits, and no one said nothing.
Rude. Say change fits. You just took the jacket off, Miles.
Rude.
No, I didn't have no shirt on under the jacket. That bitch was still hot.
Oh,
I
no.
put a shirt on.
Yeah, I'm
what I gotta deal with. You see what I gotta deal with.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all.
Great job, Lonnie.
Take care.
Great job, man.
This shirt.